it's me, Genny Lottie, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm an anime girl, and I'm gay.
I guess that's a
That's a
descriptor.
reference to something.
I would normally have
But I don't
described you
think
as
anybody
like
knows what it's a reference to.
I'd normally have described you as like a Super Mario Galaxy and Pokemon Emerald speedrunner, but no, that works too.
Well, I'm exploring other avenues because I just purchased a DS capture mod.
Ooh. That's what the people like
But
to
I
hear.
also... It's gonna be like a month till I get it back, probably.
Okay, since you're the guest, would you like to introduce what we're doing here today?
I think I've made you do it like the past 3 times, so sure. So, every so often, we
Every week.
roll a random type and attempt to build a team and complete the Generation 4 Battle Tower with it. With Pokemon of only that type. And we have 6 left?
6, I think is right. Let me see the wheel. Yeah, 6 is correct.
Okay, so last time on the podcast slash Battle Tower
the wheel's not having a good time.
thing,
Oh, there we go.
we got to 47 out of 49 battles with Electric and then lost. So, that was good.
Yeah.
We got, I believe, what happened? I don't remember what happened. I think we got RNG hacked.
It was BS. Like,
I don't remember what happened, but I do remember it was bullshit.
It was like a Weezing got a Quick Claw proc after being paralyzed, then was able to blow up or something stupid like that. It was something that like it absolutely annihilated us.
It was definitely a Quick Claw proc.
Yeah, and then in the back we had a Dug Trio and a Rapidash, and we just like my Magnezone was not prepared to deal with them. It was just a bad time.
Magnezone was in fact not prepared. So we have won so far. We won with Psychic, we won with Flying, and we won with Wooder. And there's a chance that we'll win again today because we have 2 types out of the 6 that have potential to win, and then the rest of them are like instant loss. So
the rest of them are ass.
Yeah, it's like Bug, Rock, and Dark have no chance.
Ice.
The other one, yeah, Bug, Rock, Dark, and Ice. Like, Rock will get the farthest probably, and it's still crap. And Dragon is like free win, and Fighting will probably win, but it'll be like slightly more difficult. Dragon is just like, every Dragon type is broken.
Yeah. So
we're gonna win with Dragon. It's like not possible to lose.
There's bad dragons. We could use like Kingdra.
We could use Gible.
Yeah, who said we had to use fully evolved Pokemon? Dragonair, let's go. I mean,
you were talking about Bug and you were saying, oh, let's use Scyther and Scizor.
I think unironically that's... Well, why don't we spin the wheel?
No, let's spin the wheel.
Okay, where did the wheel go? There it is.
Are we gonna do the bit where you ask me to say when to spin the wheel, even though I have like 10 seconds of stream delay?
Say when.
When? Can I just say I like that Ice is the eyes emoji because it's so accurate to how we're gonna be.
Oh my god, this is like the type I want the least by far. Like, that's the emote I chose for it.
That's... Dark is gonna be... So we were talking about this yesterday in our DMs. And we had some... We were just like joking about... So one thing I said during that conversation is, man, I never realized how absolutely screwed we are for Dark.
Yep. You did.
Umbreon, Cacturn, Drapion. This is gonna be so fun. We have so many options. By so many, I mean we have almost none.
Yeah, we have nothing here. Okay.
If you go to Smogon, right, and you look at the Dark types, there's 3 OUs, and that's it.
Yeah, and one of them's probably Tyranitar, who we can't use!
One of them is Tyranitar, which we totally can't use because no other Dark type works in Sand. So
well,
that's
hold
fun.
up, hold up. Cacturn with Sandvale is right there.
I said works.
Oh, okay.
I said works in sand. That implies that it has to be able to work in the first place. You know, like it does need an option
Okay.
at all.
Well,
Okay,
Absol feels like it's not as bad as we're giving
wait.
it credit for here.
Let me open my my save file in PKHex. I
Yeah.
can't find it because it opened my System32 folder for some reason. I heard if you delete that, it speeds up your computer.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, the problem is the only Dark-type legendaries at this point in the series are Darkrai and Arceus, who are both mythical, so we're not allowed to use them. They'll be rejected from the battle tower. So,
Man, if Arceus was allowed, this would be so much easier.
yeah, true. Okay, I've got a few right now that are kind of jumping out to me. Um,
Wait, before I forget to mention this, did you know I once got somebody with the press Alt F4 to speed up the game thing?
oh,
Like I was like, someone was like, "Oh, how do you do this?" I was like, "Oh, you press Alt F4," and then they started yelling, and I was like, "Holy shit! I can't believe I got them with that." Anyway, so what are we looking at here?
well, the ones that
We lead Sableye and Spiritomb, and then we'll have no weaknesses. It'll be perfect.
you know, I said there were some jumping out at me. Those weren't any of them.
Yeah.
Weavile is so good on the opponent's side, but honestly, on our side, I'm not so sure. I think it would just perish instantly.
We're always scared of it just because it's like we never bother to worry about ice types because they're ice types. But
Yeah.
Weavile, because it's fast, it's like,
Weavile just
okay,
doesn't get
is it
good
just me?
moves.
Is it just me, or is there going to be a problem with none of our options being fast?
Well, it's the fastest option we have. Well, apart from Weavile, is the fastest option Drapion? That's just
Yes.
sad.
Sharpedo?
Oh, Houndoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So chat, as you can tell, our options are very limited.
I mean, these Pokemon aren't as bad as, like... yes, it sucks that there's no big showstopper. Like in Electric, we had Raikou and Zapdos, and we don't have anything like that here. But honestly, I guess Houndoom could be worse.
Sure.
If it
I
tried.
actually really like Umbreon,
Oh god.
and I like battling with it, but it's also
Every
like
fight will be 10 hours.
it's a bulky Pokemon. It's not really an attacker. It's not a sweeper.
That doesn't really work
And
in
I don't really
doubles either,
know.
does it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really know what its utility would be in doubles. Like I could spam Helping Hand, but that's not really that useful.
Yeah, doubles is kind of go fast, take names.
Is this the first battle tower where we're not gonna be able to use Earthquake spamming as a strategy, quote unquote strategy?
Well, if one of us wants to take Honchkrow and Murkrow, we can. Don't recommend it.
Is this the first? Is this the first? No, Honchkrow with Super Luck, and we give it the Scope Lens, and then we give it like Night Slash, so it's like 50% to critical,
I was
and then
actually
we just
thinking the same thing with Drapion
do
and
that.
Sniper. Like, it's not gonna crit that often, but when it does, it'll be, you know, spicy.
True.
I'm feeling Drapion. With it only having one weakness, it's very nice, especially if you lead with
Didn't
Honchkrow.
we use,
They don't share anything.
didn't we use a Drapion for poison?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so you're saying lead Honchkrow and Drapion, and then give Drapion Earthquake? Does Drapion get Earthquake?
Drapion probably
I
gets
could have
Earthquake.
sworn it does.
It looks like a Pokemon
Like,
that
I'm
should
pretty
get
sure it
Earthquake.
does. So do we?
I'm feeling Drapion, right? Like right off the bat, I just want to say thank you for highlighting Zekrom map. I'm feeling Drapion.
Okay. Are you feeling Honchkrow?
I think we could do a lot worse than Honchkrow. It's not
Well,
that
okay. The other
fast, but
thing
it's
is I'm
also not
biased
that
because I
slow.
really like Honchkrow and I really want to use it, so I'm biased. But like, I feel like it's also not a bad option.
Yeah, I think Drapion and Honchkrow is a good lead actually.
considering it enables us to actually use Earthquake,
Yeah.
that's like a big deal.
I mean, Drapion
And
only
then
has 90 attack, though. I mean, I don't know if there's a bit.
if we have Weavile in the back, Weavile can be our revenge killer.
True. The only other, like, dark type here that even learns Earthquake, though, is Sharpedo, right? Like, nothing else gets it, so it's Drapion or it's nothing.
No, I agree with you about
Yeah.
Drapion.
No, I'm
I
just
think we're
looking for,
doing
like,
good with
Earthquake
Drapion.
spam or like, Earthquake use. It's like, there's not really options, so. Okay. Level 50.
Oh, Honchkro's a physical attacker, ain't it?
Child. Drapion's kind of
Oh,
fast.
snappers.
Honchkrow can run both, but please run it physical.
What?
It can do both, but its physical attack's higher. So, like, please.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said please don't make it physical, and I was like, what?
I don't think it gets any good
Like,
special moves, is the only reason I say that. It gets, like, Psychic, Shadow Ball, it's like, wow, what great coverage.
I will give it the 4 in
I'm
the special defense.
debating between Jolly and Adamant. Like, Drapion's fast-ish, but it doesn't hit that hard. You know? I think it's more important to outspeed stuff than it is to, yeah. There's not going to be that many instances where I don't. I should also probably take Battle Armor and not Sniper, but Sniper sounds so fun, you know?
Well, I think you could make a case for A there,
Oh.
frankly. I'm gonna give it a Life Orb.
I used Battle
No,
Armor on the
actually,
other
I'm gonna
one.
give it a Scope Lens.
I used Battle Armor on the other one. Let's use a different build this time. I think my other one was bulky.
And
That's not.
wait, is it? It's Scope Lens, right? That does critical.
Yeah.
Cope Lens.
Hope plans.
I get Scope Lens, Wide Lens, and Zoom Lens confused. I can never tell which one is which.
Okay, if I'm
because
giving, I'm using
unfortunately
Sniper,
dumb.
then I'm also rocking Scope Lens. Our leads are just going to be Scope Lensing it up. It's going to be fine.
Night Slash. We got Night Slash. We got Air Cutter. Nope, can't use Air Cutter. That's not a
Brave Bird.
Wikipedia moves with high critical hit ratio.
Oh right, okay, that's what you're looking at. Wait, Drapion not get Night
Air
Slash?
Cutter. Oh, Blaze Kick. Yeah, I'll give it Blaze Kick.
Wait,
Thanks,
does Drapion not
Bulbapedia.
get Night Slash?
Does Honchkrow get regular? No, Drapion definitely gets Night Slash. Drapion not getting Night Slash would be like sacrilege.
But it doesn't. It doesn't learn it.
What? That feels like cap.
Why does it have Sniper?
I feel like that's cap.
All right, okay.
Hold on. Hold one.
Crunch
what?
It is.
It gets Night Slash in later.
Yeah, it just doesn't get it in Gen
generations.
4.
Oh, you can get it in Gen 4 by breeding.
Can you?
That's
you can, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there. Okay, I don't know.
And by tutoring, you can. Oh no, never mind.
Right. Okay,
you just can't get moves by tutoring.
It's right there. I see it. It also gets cross poison. It's gonna whine at me about cross poison too, because Drapion doesn't learn that until level 58, and mine is level 50. But that's okay.
It's fine. We're allowed to cheat if it's that.
We're allowed to cheat if it's that. Earthquake, obviously.
Night Slash. Wait, Honchkrow can learn Ominous Wind. That's kind of based, actually. I think my only other option is to give it like. I'm not giving it Brave Bird because I can't learn that. God, I wish I could like look at its moveset, but like.
I have a lot of options. Like it learns the Elemental Fangs. It learns Brick Break. It learns like Aerial Ace. It learns a lot of options that aren't like good.
You know,
but
maybe I should give Honchkrow Aerial Ace because it's it's good for like okay, my options are
Dark. I don't really need access.
Brave Bird, which has recoil, Drill Peck, which does more damage than Aerial Ace, but is also just like not very useful for anything else. And then Aerial Ace, which would be good for like double team spammers, but I just feel like we don't usually get They don't usually get up enough double teams for it to really make
No.
a difference.
I'm gonna grab
So
Ice Fang.
I think I'll give it Brave Bird.
I think of the coverage moves that I'm never going to click, Ice Fang was the most likely one to come up, right?
What do you mean it can't learn Brave Bird? Yes, it can.
Can it not? Oh.
No, I think PK Hex is just tweaking. Wait, okay,
Well,
Sucker
I
Punch?
mean, make sure it
Should I give it
can.
Sucker Punch? No, it can. Excuse me. Should I give it Sucker Punch?
Always.
Okay.
Okay, it learns Brave Bird, Vibe Reading, and Heart Gold Soul Silver. Better check. Sucker Punch is good. It might allow us to hit something. I was considering,
Maybe.
like, for what it's worth, Deadly Repose, I was considering Acupressure, but it's like, I know I won't click it. Like, I know I won't.
Did you know that Drapion is used extensively in the battle tower for that reason on streak teams? Because it just spams acupressure until it gets to +6 and everything.
Well, hold on, man.
I'm talking about like the streak teams that take 20 minutes to win a battle, though.
Yeah, hold on. What if we
Not
change our tune
something
completely? What if we
reasonable.
go for bulky Drapion, bulky Umbreon? Your Umbreon just uses Wish, Moonlight, and Double Team as its moves. We just stall out every battle. It sounds like fun.
Wait, Sky Attack has a high critical hit ratio?
Yeah, but it takes 2 turns, so it's not super worth it.
That's not something I knew.
It
Okay, I
only
need a
gained
fourth
that in
move
like
for this
Generation
thing.
3 or something. What are your 3 moves
Wait
currently?
a second. Wait a second. Night Slash, Brave Bird,
And Sucker
Sucker Punch.
Punch.
Hold on. Let me cook. Tailwind.
Oh, we are slow.
Cause we're slow.
Ooh, rare.
I could also give it like it has a decent amount of like useful moves. Like it has Swift, Taunt, Torment. Um,
What else would you normally teach a Haunch Crow? I wish Drill Peck had a high crit ratio, I tell you.
that would be kind of poggers actually.
What else would you normally...
I mean, it learns like Return. We could just do that or Double Edge. It gets like no coverage. It has such bad coverage. You can give it. It gets better coverage with
Special.
special moves, but it's like, why would you do that when it's got a better physical
Yeah, I'm looking right now, and your
attack?
coverage
Yeah.
option is genuinely Steel Wing or
Superpower.
Superpower. Superpower is not bad, but I can't figure out what... Is there gonna be a case where
Ice
we're like,
types.
oh, that Tyranitar has to go?
Well, that Weavile has to go, but it'll just outspeed and kill me.
Yeah, so I picked Tyranitar. Superpower might... I kind of like Tailwind, though, because it gives us more freedom for what we put in the back.
I'm gonna give it Tailwind.
Yeah.
And because it can't possibly be a worse decision than what we already have. Also, I just clicked view and undid all of the changes I made, so I have to go and do them all again. That's awesome.
Would Murkrow be throwing? Yes. Yes. Yes, it would.
Wait, I made it modest instead of adamant. I'm glad I did that because I almost messed up. Oops.
Okay. I just what we want in the back.
Is it just me? Okay, so you know how the common Pokemon like symbolism is like red is the increased stat and blue is the decreased stat for
Yeah.
natures? I feel like it should be the other way around because red to me means it got worse.
It's the color of blue they use though is like very clearly a which is like the only thing that it's got going for it. If they'd gone
It's
for
not
red
very
and
clearly that to me. I'm sorry.
oh, okay.
Eh. My
Um
bestie was like, eh.
well actually
Why is
hold
Brave
on.
Bird illegal? What is it not like about Brave Bird?
It doesn't like because you didn't get this from an egg. It's the same issue mine has with Night Slash. It's fine. It's a legal move.
Oh, well, I can change that.
You
Hold
can, but
on.
the game doesn't care, so I don't care.
I know, but I just kind of like seeing if I can make them legal.
I'm
Salacion Town
so I'm
egg
trying to
as egg.
figure out what I want in the back, and So okay. Weavile, you want that there as a revenge killer, right? Like you want Weavile 100% of the time, right? Every day of the week, Weavile.
Yeah, every day of the week.
So I'm trying to figure out if the other Pokemon should be Houndoom or Absol. I don't think anything else is worth considering at this point. The trouble with Absol is we both are already running funny scope lens builds, and that's kind of Absol's like thing, you know?
You stall and let pressure get rid of the problematic moves, and then you just
So
attack.
I think it might be better to just switch out my Drapian's item so that my Absol could run the funny scope lens super luck build um in the back. Because
I mean, Battle Armor is actually a really good ability. So
yeah, I think I wanted to run a different build from last time's Drapian, you know? Last time's Drapian let us down. But I don't think it was her fault.
I will do Weavile in the back then.
Yeah, I'm gonna run Life Orb instead then. Okay. Okay, Absol. Shout out to Absol. One of the best Pokemon. Let's just be real right here.
I really like Absol. I'm a big Absol fan.
As you should be.
Like, you know me and my penchant for liking underrated Pokemon,
I don't
and
think it's
Absol I feel like is very underrated.
I don't think it's underrated. Why is
I think it's
Night
underrated
Slash?
in terms of I think it's underrated in terms of a lot of people use it and not a lot of people like or sorry, a lot of people like it but not a lot of people use it in games.
Okay, Night
That's
Slash
my
is
opinion.
learned at level 52. I was like, why the hell is that illegal? Cycle Cut is learned at level 50. It learned at level 60, so that's why that's illegal. I
Do I
think
give this Weavile a life orb?
I think you do, yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to figure it.
All right, now to trying to figure out what the hell to have this thing learn.
I mean,
What the Sigma?
my Absol is 90% of the time just going to click Night Slash. I don't need Shadow Claw. Like, don't do this. That is not coverage. That does not count as coverage. I've seen
All right, we give
coverage.
it
That's
Ice
not him.
Punch. We give it Ice Shard for revenge killing and outspeeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap
What
Sucker
do you
Punch.
mean Ice Shard's illegal? It's fucking all right. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
looking at
I
like the
don't.
learn set. I always use the one on Smogon, right? Because it's just got everything in a list
Oh,
instead of like what Bulbapedia has, and it says it's legal, so I believe them.
I don't know if it gets Ice Shard Weavile. Okay.
It does get X Scissor. I mean, Smogon says it does,
Yeah, this
so
is where I'm struggling with my final move on Absol. Do I go for a Mega Horn, Rock Slide, Superpower, or X Scissor?
Megahorn, Rock Slide, Superpower, X Scissor.
Yeah.
What don't we have?
We
Rock
we
Slide.
don't have any of that.
Rock Slide is the well, okay. We have a Bug type move.
Oh, we do now, yeah.
We have a Fighting type move,
Do we?
and we have
What's our
a
fighting type
Bug
move?
type move.
What's our fighting type move?
So Superpower on Hunchcraft.
Oh, you went with that instead of
No,
Tail
never
Wind?
mind. I didn't give it that. So you should give it.
I should give it
Oh,
that. Okay.
I lied. I lied.
Okay, that's my Absol. He doesn't have a
Okay,
name.
I need a Dark type move for this Weavile.
Did Marco just go what the Sigma on stream? Yeah, Marco does that a
Okay,
lot.
so yesterday I was playing Gen 9 on Pokemon Showdown, and one of the people I ended up battling had a Pokemon named What the Sigma. It was a Corviknight named What the Sigma.
I turned
So it
off
was
all my
like
I turned off my Windows notification noises. I actually went and manually turned them off, and
hmm,
that one still played right there.
that's because it's Windows. It doesn't listen to what you want.
Are you a Linux defender?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm I'm the person who is telling people all along that Mac OS is not as bad as they say.
Okay, I can finally open up the game again. We can all see the game once more. The stream has become engaging again. Welcome.
On your DS?
On my DS is open once more.
Yeah, your DS is open.
The top
What do you mean
screen
miss?
isn't here though because
Why is there a Slugma in Misk? Oh, I put a Slugma in the Pokewalker on the save file.
Oh,
I
damn.
remember that. So what happened was I have the Pokewalker, like it's in my backpack, and I was gonna be like carrying it around with me at school, at university, because I was walking a lot. And then the Pokewalker died, and I found out when it dies, it resets your step count, and it like takes away all your whatever they're called, the watts, I think. They're like the currency,
Yeah, they're
Pokewalker
called watts,
currency.
yeah.
And I was like, well, if I'm gonna have to like replace the battery every so often, then I can't carry this thing around because it's gonna die, and then I'll lose all my shit. And I thought that was lame, so I decided to just leave it. It's just dead, and I've just left it in my bag.
You're making me feel terrible about that Magikarp I abandoned in a Pokewalker, like... I don't even want to think about how many years ago that would have been. I don't know what the Pokewalker is anymore.
Wow. Maybe you should feel bad about that.
Maybe I should feel bad
you
about
deserve
that,
it.
yeah. I just left a fish on the street somewhere. It's like a Magikarp, let's go for a funny little walk in the forest! Ah ha 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 ha! Leaves.
Why did you leave Magikarp in the Pokewalker?
I like
Why did you put the
Magikarp.
Magikarp on it
I
in the first
like
place?
Magikarp a lot. I did it like mostly as a child. I loved Magikarp. I was obsessed with how terrible it was. I always wanted to make one good.
At least you didn't like Magikarp because you thought it was a good Pokemon.
No. Hansel and Gretel? Yeah, I was the stepmother. Acratic Absurd, welcome in. I can't... You can hear me waving behind the veil of PNG. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. My arm's getting tired now.
By the way, I had like 30 hours on this save file before we started doing this, and now I have 71.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of Battle Tower.
I have 89 hours. And this is...
I'm going into the room, by the way.
Okay, this is the file where I did Heart Gold using Only Present, so... It already had
Battle
a lot of
Tower
hours.
with only present when?
I mean, we could try it if you wanted. Like, see if we can get to, like, Battle 4.
Is it... Which one of us has to be jumping?
It doesn't really matter, but I think it's usually...
No, because I want to be on the right. Because otherwise my brain goes funny.
Oh, in that case it's me then. That jumps. So you want me to interact with the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm jumping.
Apply.
Hop, 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 hop. Okay, they contacted you.
Me when someone asks me who the rival is from Gen 8.
You get that excited talking about Hop?
No. Hate that guy.
What do you like about Sword? You confuse me. Like,
I like Sword and Shield because...
I've tried to figure out what you like about it, and everything you say is like, I hate it. I have no strong feelings.
They were the first Pokemon games I'd played since, like, Gen 5. Or Gen 6. I played Gen 6, but, like, half-assed played it. I didn't really play it. And I was very... I enjoyed them because they're very, like, low-stakes, enjoyable games. There's a lot of quality of life features that make them very fun to play. And they look the best out of all the games post-Gen 5. Like I said.
Don't think I can agree with that one, but I think that's more because of the visual style. I really like how Gen 6 looks.
That's fair, I don't. But I feel like I said that thing about, you know, people will say Sword and Shield looks bad, but then be a Gen 1 or 2 nostalgia account. And I was right. I was right with that.
What are we doing here? Not
You
that I'm
Earthquake, I'll night slash the Bronzor in case that's levitate.
Okay, Cherubi's going to survive, but aren't.
Is it? It's Cherubi.
I love how Drapion and Honchkrow really are just the epitome of we are going to beat you to death. You know what I mean? Like, there's... No game before Gen 3 looks good. I think Gen 2 looks nice. Right? I said it.
Gen 2...
I think
Gen
it looks
2,
nice.
they did their very best with what they had, and it's really not that bad. Like...
I don't think it's not that bad. I think Gen 2 looks lovely.
I think Gen 2 looks good if you're not comparing it to like
Dumbass using
Gens
heat
4
proof.
or 5. Like if you compare it to Heart Gold Soul Silver, it does not look very good.
If you compare
But
it
if you
to
compare
other
it to
games,
Gen 1, it looks much better.
If you compare it to other games that came out at the time, Gen 2 is a lovely looking game. It's not fair to compare it to modern looking games. I actually really I like how Pokemon Yellow looks. I said it. I like the way the front sprites are. I like how they tuned them up. They didn't change the back sprites, which sucks, but like, I don't know, it's cute.
I think it's a shame that they made the whole game, you Earthquake, I'll kill Truby. I think it's a shame that they made the whole game way like laggier and way worse performing in order to add colors into the game.
Is Yellow laggier and worse performing? I've never noticed.
Yes, a lot. By a lot.
Is this just something speedrunners would notice and normal people would never see?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Because I've played like Red, Blue, and Yellow many, many times. I've never noticed Yellow performing worse.
There's a thing people do where they speedrun like Red and Yellow both. It's with 2 games, 1 controller, you know?
Yeah.
That is like, you can visibly see Yellow going slower when you watch those runs, because it's like the colors add extra lag to the game. Heart Gold Soul Silver has the best sprites out of any game with sprites.
No,
but
black and white.
Black and white are pretty good, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver are like also very good in my opinion.
I don't know wrong, there's some Pokemon in Gen 5 like that just are a bit awkward with how they've been animated because, you know, they weren't in the Univadex, so it was very much a like they weren't as important, right? They weren't as pressing. I get that. I appreciate that they used their time properly rather than some of the Pokemon that you see being like but for real, the fact that they animated every Pokemon and they look nice, and especially when you get into Black, White 2 and every single trainer is animated, that to me felt like I was living in the future as a child.
Is there anything that Gen 5 didn't do the best out of every game in the series? Like, let's be real.
They introduced Quash. That was a problem. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but Quash is also irrelevant as fuck. Like,
they introduced Quash. Okay, but the way they introduced Quash is bizarre. It is a reward in the battle subway as a TM, right? And it's expensive, so you gotta work hard for Quash. And Quash can't be learned by a single Pokemon from Gen 5, which means in Pokemon Black and White, you've got this weird TM you can't use, and even if you could use it, it's terrible. You spent hours grinding it up just to figure out what the hell a Quash is, and you get no answers!
Did you watch that Chugga Conroy video?
I've been saying this long before that. It was nice to be recognized.
To be fair, that is like a good point. And I think it's funny that
you're taking out Ariados, right?
Just Earthquake.
Oh. I want to click something else.
No, I hit Psyduck because I thought you were taking out Ariados.
Other moves don't do as much as Earthquake because it's split. But no, like, I first realized the Quash thing. I went down the Quash rabbit hole when Iron Leaves first came out, because I noticed it had Quash in its level up moveset. And I, like, remembered it, because I'm like, what a stupid thing to... No, I know what Quash is. But, like, I noticed that it had Quash in its level up moveset. I'm like, how strange, why did they do that? And then, that just lived rent-free in the back of my mind for ages.
Nice critical.
I wish I had Sniper.
I wish you had Sniper, too. I would have killed if you had Sniper. Quash is a move that, when you use it in a double battle, because it only works in double battles.
No, it works in single battles. It just doesn't do anything.
It's functionally useless in single battles.
Yeah.
It makes the Pokemon you used it on move last. So in a double battle, I don't even think it has priority.
It doesn't.
I think you just have to be faster.
Doesn't have priority.
So yeah, so if you want to use Quash, you have to use Quash on an opposing Pokemon that is already slower than you, but is faster than your double battle's partner.
And, like, just hit them or use Stun Spot or something!
It's like, it's got the most niche possible use case, and even in its niche use case, it's not useful compared to, like, putting a status move on it or something.
Yeah,
Like that will always be more valuable than using put a sleep move on it, and then it's like a good chance they won't even be able to move, let alone move last.
The weirdest thing to me about Quash, right, is that it's still around. Like, even as many...
Yeah, they got rid of a bunch of moves, but not Quash.
But not Quash.
Like, why wouldn't they get rid of Quash?
And that's what I noticed when I saw that Iron Leaves had it. I was like, wait, so it's still around? It's still a thing? And then I looked I looked into what Quash was, what it did. Oh, why did I keep Night Slash when I got rid of the crit build? Oh, I'm throwing. I should have had Crunch.
I have a headcanon. My headcanon is that they straight up forgot about Quash, and that's why they didn't get rid of it.
No, they didn't, because they're still putting it on things, and it's a fucking TM. Like, they didn't forget about Quash.
No, they didn't forget. They forgot to get rid of it in Gen 8, and now that it's in Gen 9, they were like, oh, we might as well give this to something, and then they started giving it to things, and it's still useless.
But okay. Right, so it's on Iron Leaves. Let me get here. So I did my...
ally switch?
Shut!
Sorry. It's on Iron Leaves. It's on Iron Leaves.
So I did my research into it, because I'm like, okay, so Quash is still around for some reason. Why is it still around? I look into it. I read Bulbapedia's trivia page that says that no Gen 5 Pokemon can learn Quash, which is the part that I brought up, like, a bit ago, right? So it's like it's a useless post-game move. But that means Virizion can't learn Quash. So someone manually decided Iron Leaves should get it by level up, but Virizion should still be incompatible with it. Why? Literally, why?
Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are AI-generated games, that's why.
Should I Ice Fang Vibrava, honestly?
Yes, I think so.
We don't have a, like... Yeah, we don't have a super good... Huh. Our moves are very limited, huh? All of our Pokemon are just kind of running...
Oh, it's almost like we have, like, no options.
Have all the moves that could have been dexed? No, absolutely. Quash has one use case that I have ever come across, and it's not even in a battle. Quash is the move that allows... I forget precisely how it works. But Quash is the move that allows one of every Pokemon to defeat 1 billion lions. It's because of Quash that you can do that. Guaranteed. Without the lions even getting a turn. You mess around with Quash and Prankster, and the whole thing is very nasty. I hate Iron Leaves. Right,
Is it just me, or is 1 billion lions versus every Pokemon, like, the equivalent of Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby?
It kind of is, yeah, I won't lie.
Like,
oh, 1 billion lions is a lot of lions. Yet some of these Pokemon can control time. Like, what do you want from me here?
Like, yeah, Giratina has power over space. It could literally just open a rift in space and send all the lions in there. It's never gonna be seen again. Arceus is God. It could just literally cast judgment on the lions and get rid of them. Arceus created the universe. It created lions. They'll be like, yes, creator, we bow down to you.
Ash, thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate it. I hope you're still enjoying
Guinea 18 Lotad.
Guinea 18 Lotad. I hope you're still enjoying access to Guinea 18 Lotad and the various other things that, like...
and the other not as important
Yeah, they're not as
emotes.
important things you get when you're subscribed to me.
Guinea 18 Lottie Pog.
Okay, Lottie Pog is top tier.
Yeah, in the Guinea Lottie emotes tier list, like, Lotad and Lottie Pog are both S tier.
Do you not like Lottie Dance or Lottie Go Burr?
I didn't say there weren't any other S tiers. I just said they're both S tier.
Quick, tier list, go. What's F tier apart from, you know?
F tier is like
F tier's Lottie Think. I'll just give you that one for free, honestly.
Hold on. No, I actually don't think Lottie Think is. Oh, hey, it's a Murkrow.
Yeah.
That's a reference.
I have like no good moves for this instance. What do you want to do? Are you taking out Volbeat?
Can you kill the Murkrow with an Ice type move?
Probably kill it with anything.
Yeah, but like, you know. Okay, my opinion is that F tier is... Hold on, I'm looking at the emotes in Lottie Land. I'm gonna go with F tier being lots fucking go.
You don't like lots fucking... Also, Volby is out of here.
Also, Gunny Lottie and Blotty. I don't even know what Blotty is. It's just a picture of the top half of your face.
No, I've been photoshopped to be like expanded out. You don't like Gunny, Lottie, or Blotty?
You know what an S tier emote is? Lottie at home. I like that one. That one's good.
I like how Lottie at home
I also
is
like Lottie Wajaskajo.
Well, you named that one.
What? I did?
Yeah. That's why it's called that. You named it.
When?
I sent you the picture of it in DMs, and you said, oh, you should call that Lottie Wajazko. So I copy and pasted it, and that's what I named the emote.
This has gotta be gaslighting. I don't remember that.
It's true, I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'm trying to look it up, but I don't remember how to spell Wajazgajo. Hold on, let's get rid of these irrelevant Pokemon.
Waj.
Have I ever talked about the fact that I don't like Graveler?
No.
I'm not a big fan of Graveler. I feel like it's one of the middle stage evolutions I like the least. Because I like Geodude, and I like Golem, but I don't like Graveler.
I linked you to where you said it, where you named it.
Wow, I actually did name it that.
Yeah.
New emote, Lottie Wajaskajo.
I can't get over how little my Earthquake actually did to these two Pokemon. This is Battle 5.
This has... I said this has already skyrocketed up my list of favorite emotes, and I've only known of its existence for 5 minutes.
And then you didn't even remember that you named it.
This was in 2022?
Oh, don't.
Holy smokes, that was a long time ago.
We've been doing Battle Tower for a long time, okay?
I don't remember existing in 2022.
My Drapian's about to die.
I was so depressed in 2023 that all I remember is sadness. I don't even remember anything.
We've all been there.
You laugh. That's not even a joke. I don't have any good memories from 2023.
Do you have any good memories from 2024? Also, wait, we were doing Battle Tower in 2023. What the hell?
I don't remember any of it. All I remember is like literally coming on to do Battle Tower and being like, how can I pretend I'm not suicidal right now? I wish that was a joke. It's not, but thankfully that's not what I'm doing now. So
I can't believe I'd lost my Drapian in Battle 5.
what if this kills? I was about to say that better have been a critical hit, because that was a little embarrassing for Hodgkin.
We're so washed. We are so washed.
We're washed. We're using dark.
We are so washed.
This is not what washed is.
I wanted to kill Steel, is that okay?
Who likes Graveler? I don't know.
My drop hand was about to die. Oh, I hate when my DS drop hand runs out of battery.
I mean, it has a stylus, just not a draw pen.
Drop hand.
Is that another Volbeat?
No, it used U-turn.
Or was the last one in Illumise?
It used U-turn.
Oh, it used U-turn. I'm not paying attention.
Sucker Punch being 80 base power. Oh, love it.
Usually for like the first 2 rounds, I'm like on Twitter while we're doing this, and I'm just not paying attention.
That's
and then
why
once
we
once we have to start. No, it's not. We never lose in the first 2 rounds.
Also, we literally lost in the first 2 rounds with like grass, I think it was.
Yeah, with grass. Okay.
Okay, that was Battle 4. It
Okay,
wasn't...
Google. Okay, Google. Define cherry picking.
2024 memories of not noticing that my keyboard has picked up the I in white because it's immortalized in Lottie's YouTube video. Wait, what do you mean? You just you typed like "what" in chat once? You can wait. That guy can see right down to my pores. I'd rather he didn't.
The optics of him saying that when he's in a room with 2 like 10-year-old girls is not He should pay a little bit more attention.
Yeah, it's not a great look
to
for
the things he's
cameraman
saying.
Xenon.
We have cameraman Xenon like every single time.
Yeah.
They have so few names that we go through all the names like every time we do this. I think that's funny.
She needs to get some kind of skincare routine. I do care for my skin. It's soft. I mean,
One of these days, I've thought about just like having another Pokemon game open and like shiny hunting while we're playing Battle Tower.
I would.
That would be a little
Bright
tricky,
Powder
though.
Clefairy.
No, don't worry, I got this.
I would
Rain
reach.
Dance,
I would
was
reach
it?
through my screen and throttle you for what it's worth.
Really? I feel like you wouldn't even be able to tell.
I would be able to tell when you started clicking like ghost moves into normal types or whatever.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm paying too much attention to Battle Tower.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way I miss the earthquake and it hits the swing. Ain't no way. This Love Disc is gonna take one of us out with a critical hydro pump now, isn't it?
I don't know how I feel about that one, I'm not gonna lie.
Paint your skin from the sun is where it's at? That's what I do, that's why I never go outside. Ain't no way! Okay, they went for you.
Someone on that team really has a grudge against Honchkrow.
What if I miss the Clefairy again? And it hits Sing?
Actually, fun fact about me. When I play through Pokemon games, I never use the Master Ball with the express purpose of if I run into a wild shiny, I can use the Master Ball if it's an emergency.
Bruh.
Because I've never... Oh, it used Wake Up Slap. That's perfect. It'll wake me up.
Bruh.
Nice critical. This is the luckiest Clefairy of all time.
Bruh. What is happening?
Hey, should have given the Drapion Feint Attack.
Why does every Pokemon have Intimidate? Bruh.
Can't Growlithe have Flash Fire?
I just knew it was gonna be an intimidating one though.
That's because I have Super Luck. It also increases the likelihood that something that's using a move on me crits. That's not true, I made that up.
Why are you getting dunked on by pre-evolutions? I don't know.
Because our Pokemon are bad.
Drapion, please hit the Clefairy this time.
Like, normally we don't even see the secondary Pokemon until, like, round 4.
Yeah.
If our Pokemon are actually good.
I didn't even take out that Growlithe for the super effective hit.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, it might be over for us, chat. We might not be making it very far with this one.
Oh, we're so chalked. We're so washed. We're
We're chalked?
absolutely cooked.
Is that a British expression?
Is that not a thing?
I've never heard someone say that in my life.
Did I just
We're
make that one up
chalked?
accidentally? Oh, I need to see
So
it.
are you just like, are you doing that thing where you just make stuff up and see if I notice?
No. Okay, what did Asheron do? Not me checking the video and seeing absolutely nothing. Like,
I tend,
oh,
I think my,
Mav makes it big. I see. Black and wood.
I would like to start shiny hunting more in, because I want to finish my Pokedex in Black 2 and get the shiny charm, and then start shiny hunting by breeding, because shiny charm plus Masuda method is 1 in 1024, which is like the best odds in a pre Gen 6 Pokemon game. Unless you count Cute Charm glitch, which you shouldn't. Do you know about that? The Cute Charm glitch?
I know of it. I don't know how to do it.
Do you think we should explain it to chat? I think it's interesting.
You can explain it, sure.
Alright, so the ability Cute Charm has I believe it's like a 50% chance to make the opponent in battle the same or the opposite gender. Like, it affects the gender ratio of wild Pokemon you encounter.
Kingfisher Games has got you, by the way, with the odd egg from Pokemon Crystal.
Oh, true. But that's not a like consistent shiny hunting method. That's
No,
only one Pokemon.
yeah, no, it's.
That's like saying the red Gyarados is a 100% chance, so you're wrong.
It is though.
In my opinion.
Yeah, you're wrong. Red Gyarados is a 100% chance.
Poke Radar is the actual answer.
I'm quaking.
I think that is no. Actually, breeding in Gen 2 is 1 in 60. You can get it to 1 in 64.
Yeah.
So that's the real answer.
Gen 2 breeding.
Oh no, I
awesome.
just used Night Slash on a Kabuto. I'm done.
That's okay. I'll take it out with Earthquake. Trust. And then you'll use it on. And use it on Nuzleaf instead.
No. Kabuto can't get crit because it has.
It can have Swift Swim.
Or whatever. Well, let's hope it doesn't.
It won't.
Or let's hope it does. Oh?
Well, doesn't really matter.
Well, it wasn't a crit, but whatever. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Salak Berry Kabuto? Oh.
Lychee Berry.
Okay.
What was I talking about? Oh, Cute Charm glitch. So in Generation 4, the Cute Charm ability has a chance of making the opposing Pokemon the same gender, or the opposite gender.
I don't like the Nepal
and
Pokemon.
the way it works is that it alters its personality value to be one of a certain, like, predetermined list of personality values. And personality value also determines stuff like whether or not the Pokemon is shiny. So the way it's determined is the Pokemon's personality value is compared with your trainer ID and secret ID, which is basically like the trainer ID 2. It's just that you can't see it. And so what you can do is manipulate. If you manipulate, or you can also just edit it with like a save editor. But you can manipulate your trainer ID to be a certain trainer ID, which will make the personality values that Cute Charm gives you shiny. And because it's only a limited range of personality values, you will get like 1 in, I think it's like 15 to 20% chance for any wild Pokemon to be shiny if you have the Cute Charm Pokemon in the front of your party. So I did that in my playthrough of Pokemon
Why do they always use
Platinum.
Rock Tomb on me? You're weak to it.
Because you're faster.
Actually, that
probably.
Yeah, I forgot that they care about
Are you
speed
even
control.
faster?
I am. That's why it was annoying me. It's because now I'm not.
So anyway, I did that in my playthrough of Pokemon Platinum, and every time I had my Cute Charm Pokemon in lead, I kept accidentally freaking myself out by encountering shinies and then realizing they were from the Cute Charm glitch, and not because they were full-odd shinies. Which I've never encountered a full-odd shiny Pokemon before in a Pokemon game.
Shrimply a Krill issue on your part.
No, it is. I think it is a Krill issue. The only time I've ever encountered a shiny was in X and Y. I encountered a shiny Seviper in a herd, or in a horde.
Oh no.
And the horde had one Zangoose, and the Zangoose killed the Seviper. And I didn't get to catch it.
Okay, but do you know that there is a solution to hunting in hordes that have... It's specific to, I think, to Zangoose and Seviper hordes. I don't think there are others that have Pokemon of, like, mixed typings in them. There is a move. There is a move. Spoken of briefly in the dark echelons of reality that is able to help you out here.
You can just attack one of the Pokemon.
Well, no, because say the Zangoose had been shiny. How would you get rid of 4 Seviper in one go without getting rid of the Zangoose?
I guess that's when you use Synchronize.
That's when you use Synchronize! That Synchronize is one use case in the whole series.
You could also have a Pokemon with like Follow Me or something like that.
No, Synchronize.
Okay.
Follow Me's not gonna help you. It's just gonna stall out the inevitable. Oh, come on, get a crit. This would be like the beefiest amount of damage ever with the swagger boosted crit. Come on, Honchkrow. Ugh.
I mean, with breeding, I think you can breed, like, get an increased chance of shinies, even if the Pokemon you have are not shiny. With breeding in Gen 2.
Yeah, you can. But it's
because which one is always passed on? Defense?
I remembered, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Check any VOD from last year's Trans Awareness Week. I spoke about it roughly 17 times per stream.
You can have a Pokemon with they call it the shiny gene. Like it has the two, like 1 or 2 DVs that always get passed down.
No, it's
That
so okay. What
it
it
needs to be
is?
shiny.
Defense
And
is always passed down. Speed is completely random every time.
special defense or special is it's either +8, -8.
Special is either special is either it passes on it as it is, or it goes +8, -8, and then
attack is
random.
Attack is random, but it's 50% of the attack DVs will give you a shiny.
That's it.
So when you you can have a Pokemon with the correct defense and special DVs.
It doesn't need to have the crit special. It can have 10 or it can have 2. They're both valid numbers.
Yeah, but
that's why you're able to do it with a non-shiny Pokemon.
Yeah, but you also your partner Pokemon then can't have 10 or 2 special because then they won't breed, right?
No, it's
special,
based.
right?
It's based on the mother's stats, unless you use a Ditto, in which case it's based on the Ditto, I think.
Yeah.
So you want a Ditto with you want a Ditto that has 10 defense and either 10 or 2 special IVs, and then you'll get a shiny one in 64 eggs.
The Ditto. No, it depends on gender ratio. Unless you're using a Ditto. It depends on gender ratio unless you're using a Ditto because it inherits the stats from the parents of the opposite gender. So if your Pokemon is 50-50 male or female, then it will be half as likely to give you a shiny.
Well,
because it has to choose the correct parent to inherit the stats from. Unless both parents have the correct stats. But if both parents have the correct stats, that won't breed.
Just use a Ditto.
Yeah, I mean, or you can use a Ditto, but Ditto significantly decreases the rate at which you get eggs.
Who cares?
So, me.
Like, honestly, it's a 1 in 64 shiny chance. Like, who cares?
I mean, it.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to take longer to hatch my... Who cares?
To the person in chat, it is a method, but it's an exploit. It's not really an intended method at all. It's not an intended method whatsoever. It's an exploit. It's you
take out Vigoroth. I'm just gonna click Earthquake.
Yeah. It's a result of the way shininess works and the way breeding works having an unforeseen interaction between.
It's gonna lower your accuracy, and then you're gonna miss. I can see the future.
I think the most likely shiny chance you have for a like an intended method is Pokéradar. Because that's 1 in 200.
Right here. You got paralyzed. Okay. I thought you were gonna
I
miss.
actually kind of like that Pokéradar by having the most drastic shiny rate, like having the best shiny odds by a lot, is cool because it's also the thing that requires the most skill by far.
Wow.
You have to be.
Oh, I can hear myself. That's cool.
Have you ever actually tried Pokéradar chaining?
I have, as a child.
You have to be locked in.
When I said it was cool, I didn't really mean it. Okay.
It's very stressful. I kind of wish Pokéradar chaining didn't have like not great odds to actually work.
Yeah. No, it kind of sucks.
It's like, I think I calculated it once, assuming you do it optimally, it's only like 75% to actually make it to a chain of 40. Even if you do it perfectly, which just kind of sucks because it's like, it's so skill-based that you're not going to do it by accident, you know?
How come, like, okay, here's the thing. Why is that, to you, skill-based, but the eggs in Gen 2 are an exploit? I know that was intended, right? But the way the Shiny Charm works is, I don't think you're actually meant to know how to do it. In fact, you have to go into specific, like, oh, you gotta go specifically, like, 3 tiles away in a ring of, like, what is that?
I mean, I didn't say eggs in Gen 2 aren't skill-based. You gotta know what you're doing to be able to do eggs in Gen 2. I define that as an exploit because it's not intended. The Pokeradar thing is intended. The getting able to get your shiny odds to 1 in 64 in Gen 2 is not intended.
Snowwraith, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome into the Battle Tower.
Oh, snappers.
With,
oh, wormhole hunting is a good
Marco,
good
please.
one. Sorry, I have ADHD.
Let me say hi. Please let me say hi. Thank you. Yeah, welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to? We're doing Pokemon Gen 4 Battle Tower with random Monotype. Today's type that we've rolled on the wheel is Dark. We
are getting thrashed.
We're getting.
It's gonna be over.
We are chalked.
So if you're not familiar with how this works, after like the third round, so around battle 20, 21, 22, the battles start getting they have a significant jump in difficulty.
They start getting hard.
And as soon as that happens, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even... There's no chance we make it past that very far. So we're just kind of playing the initial easy rounds and just kind of waiting for our inevitable death.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Anyway, the reason I'm saying pre-Gen 6 is because in Gen 6 they doubled the shiny odds. So, like, some shiny hunters... I don't even think of myself as a shiny hunter, but I know some shiny hunters don't think of that as being full odds anymore.
Yeah, but I really don't care about that, because they're alternately colored sprites on a screen. Like, you know, check yourself. Like, genuinely, check yourself.
Like, no, there's... I don't think it makes much sense to police the way other people shiny hunt, but if somebody only wants to shiny hunt in pre-Gen 6 because they don't feel like it counts in the later generations, I would understand that. That makes sense to me. Like,
imagine feeling like a 1 in 4,000 odd doesn't count.
No, I'm talking about from like a personal perspective.
What's crazy
like, if they
is that you'll hear people say things like that.
I'll kill Hitmontop.
Thank you. You'll hear people say things like that, and then they'll be like, oh, but no, you won't.
Never mind. I won't kill Hitmontop.
And then they'll be like, oh, but I'm gonna hunt in 4 games at the same time. And it's like, how is that different from, like, using the shiny charm? Like, what? I don't understand.
TBH. I've never understood the appeal of hunting in, like, a lot of games at once. Like, I would understand 2, but some people have, like, 32 DSs.
I don't know, I really missed that Ice Fang, huh? I enjoyed hunting in 4 games at once for, like, Mewtwo, because it was, I did Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and Gen 4. That was fun.
I liked that because it was 4 different games. I'm talking about, like, oh, I want Mewtwo in Gen 4. Let me get my 30 copies of Soul Silver and
I don't know. I think it's kind of it's got its charm. It's when people do it and then simultaneously say that, you know, oh, method hunting is fake. It's like, okay, well, I don't know what you're doing then.
Okay, also that just kind of annoys me because it's got a ridiculously high barrier to entry because it's so expensive to have like 8 DSs all with the...
I don't know, setting up my 4 games didn't cost me anything. Are we slandering Nora? I don't think so.
I'm not slandering Nora. I would never slander Nora. In fact, I defended her honor because I saw Pokemon memes account steal her post, and I added her on Twitter to let her know. And you can check if you don't believe me. But I was gonna say that I like doing shiny hunts on like my actual save files, so, and not just like having a bunch of games that I have just for shiny hunting.
That's true. It's only really me that's willing to shiny hunt with like emulator stuff because I really don't care about shinies at all. I would like, for example, in Crystal Clear, I'm going to use an emulator with 3 times speed up because you're allowed to do that in game because you have the Dodrio Game Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I don't have an N64 and a copy of Stadium and a transfer pack. Although I have considered just getting those things because like it wouldn't be that expensive.
Dodrio mode is what I use to grind levels in Yellow Legacy. It's like I can set this to 3 times because Dodrio mode exists. You know, like
for me,
it's valid.
I make in my Pokemon playthroughs, like I always play legit through the story. Like I don't use RNG manipulation and arbitrary code execution, all that stuff when I'm actually playing through the game. I only use that stuff like once I beat the games and want to start fucking around.
What is your ice move? Is it Ice Punch?
I have Ice Punch and Ice Shard.
But you use Night Slash Deflects. Okay.
Well, it's gonna die anyway. I have two exceptions that I make to that rule, which is I use save editors for if I need to just grind levels, and I use save editors if I need to grind friendship, because both of those things are like, to grind levels, you just fight a bunch of Pokemon, and like you could say that circumventing that removes some amount of skill or whatever, because you don't have to like worry about the Pokemon killing your Pokemon or something, but it's like that only applies to like if you're doing a Nuzlocke, and also you don't get EVs, so it's like whatever. And then grinding friendship is the way to grind friendship is just to walk around.
Yeah.
And so it's like when I was playing through Black 2 most recently, I wanted to use an Espeon on my team, and you can catch Eevee in Castelia City, and it's like I could have just run around in Castelia City and evolved my Eevee into an Espeon, which I wanted to do before I took on the gym. But
you wanted a Psychic type instead of a normal type for the bug gym?
Yeah, because you can't evolve Eevee. You can't level up Eevee before it evolves into Espeon, because you catch it at like level...
Is it at the exact level before it learns Confusion?
Yeah, it learns a move like right after you catch it. So I'm killing Parasect, by the way.
Oh, I'm also killing Parasect.
It learns a move right after you catch it, so you have to evolve it first. You can't use it at all before you evolve it. Otherwise, it doesn't get... Like, Espeon gets, like, one of the Psy moves. Like a Psychic type move.
Oh my
god! And otherwise, it doesn't get one until a really late level, because Eevee learns sets are dumb. Did you just get Effect Spored?
I got Effect Spored!
Yo, Effect Spore, I know this from speedrunning. Effect Spore is a 10% chance to proc, and it's out of those, it's 1/3 sleep, 1/3 paralyzed, and 1/3 poison.
It's 30%, isn't it?
No, it's 10%.
God, really? That doesn't feel right. I thought it was...
It's 10%. It's 10% to inflict a status condition, not 10% to inflict each status condition.
That's in Gen 3. That's actually crazy.
Did they change that?
They changed it in Gen 4 to be not ass. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot better.
Okay, that makes sense.
Orpheus Stadium is expensive, but I wouldn't buy a copy of Stadium. I would buy a Flash Cart. Flash Cart is like, I think it's either a little bit cheaper than Stadium or like the same price as just buying Stadium, but it's like it has the advantage of you can play any game and not just Stadium. I would also like, that's the type of situation where I'd maybe even just buy a bootleg copy, because I wouldn't care about having an authentic copy of Stadium.
This is going to lower my speed. This is going to get the 10% speed drop.
Because I don't have, like, it's not like I have a version of the Pokemon Crystal ROM hack, Pokemon Crystal Clear, on a real physical cart. Like, I would have to buy a Flash Cart for that, too.
You should have that. That's what I think.
Wait, was the, yeah, so I agree that the whole thing is about how is it different from me pirating it, but it's not different. It's just that playing on emulator with Stadium and connecting a Game Boy game to it is kind of annoying.
Yeah, Orpheus is
emulator
like, Orpheus has kind of nailed it with that 3-line message where it's just like, yeah, that's kind of all we're saying here. Like just play the funny Pokebugs. Don't police how other people play it. Don't get elitist about it.
Try to do that. It annoys me when people try to do that because it's Pokemon. Like, it's a game for children. You're not, like... That's why a lot of the, like, Nuzlocke community will like, you use Switch mode? Oh, you didn't do a real Nuzlocke. It's like... It's a children's game. If you want to play something hard, go play Dark Souls, not Pokemon.
Okay, but can you imagine, like, if the opponents had shift mode? Like, how much momentum they could have if they knocked out your Pokemon and then they got to switch?
The opponents would be... I mean, they wouldn't... The AI is never good, so the opponents wouldn't.
Okay, but imagine it in like a difficulty ROM hack with like good AI. They have shift mode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That would be scary. Would you ever make a Pokemon ROM hack?
Nah, I don't have any skill.
Okay, but like, what if we made it together?
What sort of thing would you want to create?
That's the question. Is like, what would you make?
Cause you know
If
you
you
like
could make a
Sword
Pokemon
and
ROM hack.
Shield, so I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you to make a ROM
Listen,
hack.
I also like no. I also like Gen 5 and Gen 4, and we both agree that those are good games. So, just saying.
Well, Platinum's
Anyway,
good.
if you could, yeah, no, yeah, Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver are good. Diamond and Pearl don't count.
Gale of Darkness
As far
demake.
as I'm concerned, Diamond and Pearl are basically beta versions
No, they
of
are.
Platinum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they're like we're testing how Pokemon Game Movies work. Like they shouldn't even release Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl should have just been the beta build of Platinum.
What if we did it
But,
together?
you know,
Yeah,
obviously, they
Marco,
didn't
can you
do
say
that.
it in like a really submissive voice and put your fingers together while you say it?
What if we did it together?
That's your
That was
submissive.
just Valley Girl.
That's your submissive voice.
I'm not that much of a submissive. Anyway,
Okay,
moving on from that.
That's fun info.
What? I'm curious to know if you were to make a Pokemon ROM hack, what kind of ROM hack would you make? Would you think you would make like a Drayano hack, or do you think you would make like a full ass new region, new characters, new everything?
I mean, in an ideal world, I think everyone has that dream of making their own Pokemon game, right? You know, with new region, new characters, new everything. Like, I think everyone...
I think there are some people who would find like making an existing one better and then cashing in on the nostalgia and stuff. Like I would love to make like a I actually have thought about if Gen 4 had like a decompilation or something, I think it would be really cool to make like remake Platinum in Heart Gold Soul Silver's engine, so that you could have like a version of Platinum that's like has the following Pokemon and has the better graphics and stuff like that.
So you know how we just...
I think that would be cool.
You know we just discussed that like gatekeeping and stuff is bad and people should be allowed to play Pokemon however they want? I've changed my mind. Jane is the only person with the correct opinion.
All Mareep and Mareep evolutions.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's
like
it. Why Nice Slash? Why not Brave Bird?
Does it? What do you mean? I do it for the fame. Platinum is my favorite Pokemon game. That's why I want to do it. That's why I want to do that.
Why not Brave Bird? Why Nice Slash? Why do you do these things? Now it's on the ground. Look what you've done. It's sucking up nutrients. It's gonna sweep us.
Oh, I thought you were gonna kill Carnivine. I thought you were gonna Ice Fang Carnivine and not Noctowl.
Nah, I went for
know why.
Noctowl. I felt like, because I was like, you can Brave Bird Carnivine. You probably will. I don't know.
Oh, well, this turn I'll Brave Bird Carnivine.
Okay.
Let's hope it doesn't live this because of the ingrain heal.
The ingrain heal, yeah.
Oh, okay. Or you can do that. That's cool too.
I
used
clicked
an
Noctowl, I swear.
Ampharos. I used an Ampharos on my team in Heart Gold. That was really good. The Ampharos put in work.
I'm so sure I clicked Noctowl. What? Okay, whatever. It's
You got
really
bamboozled.
it's really not the end of the world,
You
but
got
like,
bamboozled,
what just
yeah.
happened right there? Right
Wait,
after I sassed you
have
for
a-
clicking the wrong move, I clicked the wrong Pokemon? No, that can't be how this goes. On the subject of the All Mareep ROM hack, by the way, I wanted to, when I was younger, I wanted to make a ROM hack where every Pokemon was Lieutenant Surge.
Why?
Me and a friend made like a bunch of fusion sprites of Lieutenant Surge with different Pokemon. And we were
Ooh.
just like, oh, well, we could,
Imagine if Pokemon Infinite Fusion was even more weird.
So yeah, we wanted to do that. I could put one on like screen just now, I guess. People are willing to wait like a second.
Okay, here's an easier question than if you could make a Pokemon ROM hack, what would you do? What
I've got Surge
Would
and
you
Flag on. Just
what
let
would
me...
you like to see? Like what have you played a Pokemon ROM hack where you were like, this would be really good except for this, or this would be really good if this concept were applied somewhere else, or whatever?
Marco,
like-
do you have thoughts on Surge Flagon?
Yeah, my thoughts are, please get rid of it.
Okay. I'm unappreciated in my time.
That wouldn't be appreciated in any time. Anyway, so would you want like fool's gold in every generation or whatever? Was that like do you think that was a good concept or do you think it was a bad concept?
Fool's
Like
Gold
what?
was a good concept and a good game. Alter Red is the same concept but an ass game. So I think Fool's Gold is like, it's not a guaranteed success, you know. I said it, by the way. Alter Red wasn't good. I'm sorry. It had potential. They didn't finish it.
I like Crystal Clear because it, like, the open world thing, it's like cool, whatever. Like, that's cool, but it's not like, it doesn't blow my mind. What blows my mind is the amount of extra content they added to the game.
This Shinx is gonna have Intimidate.
That's the part of it that makes me really...
Every Pokemon that could have Intimidate has Intimidate, even though there's a 50-50 chance. There's not been a Pokemon that could have had Intimidate and another ability that has had its other ability. We've seen 2 Shinx of Growth and a Mawile, and we've lost the coin flip every time.
See, I think everyone wanted an All Regions game when they were a kid, but like in reality, an All Regions game would be kind of hard to actually make, because how would you prevent it from being a Heart Gold Soul Silver situation where like everything in the second region needs to be like level 50 because your Pokemon are just
would have to
just get better.
It would have to just be that like the first region is like normal pacing and then all the other ones are just like fight the gyms.
Like Kanto and Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Like the other ones couldn't have plots, it wouldn't be possible.
It's cool that they have Kanto in the Johto games, but like also you can't there's not much to do there.
It's awesome and I like that it's there, but also it massively harms the Johto games because it's there. Lock away Mons in a region until you beat it to Elite 4? So wait, so why not just play like Red and then Gold? Like why do you have to play a game that combines them? No fucking way!
MMO.
No! No!
Isn't PokeMMO like, doesn't that have like a thing where it's got all of the Pokemon games, but you can only play one at a time? Like it doesn't take content over from one game to another, right?
They really had Shinx and Luxio and they both had Intimidate?
Yeah, Snowwraith, the ROM hack Crystal Clear, which does that for the Johto games, like it makes a big open world, it makes Gen 2 a big open world Pokemon game. That is what it does. It scales based on, so after you beat a gym, you can beat the gyms in any order, and after you beat a gym, all of the trainers and the rest of the gyms all get harder. So, like, Falkner, if you fight Falkner first, he has a Pidgey. And if you fight him...
Just a Pidgey? Made him worse?
Yeah, I think he has just a Pidgey. Or like just a Pidgeotto or something. And if you fight him last... Well, it's because the first gym leader is meant to be easier than the first gym leaders usually are. Because you can go there right away. You don't need to do any introductory stuff first. Pokemon, like, you're meant to fight him with your starter.
In Gen 2, Falkner has a level 7 Pidgey and a level 9 Pidgeotto. How do you make that easier?
I'm pretty sure he just has like a level 6 Pidgey or something. Anyway, if you fight him last as the 16th gym leader, he has a full team of 6, which includes a Zapdos.
Oh, I hate when they give random gym leaders legendaries. Like, I get it from a difficulty perspective, but I don't, like, it hurts the lore. Where'd he get that?
It's Gen 2. It's Gen 2. They only have 251 Pokemon. I can forgive it. I mean, Crystal Clear already completely breaks the lore. There's no lore in that game. It has, like, it's the opposite of what lore is for the Pokemon games. It makes no sense from a lore perspective, so I can suspend my disbelief. And it's also a good game that I really like playing.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not good, Robin, I'm not good. That Shinx and Luxio both had Intimidate, they were on the same team, the whole thing is hell. Everything that can have Intimidate does. You know this Azumarill has huge power, not like fat. All of the abilities are working against us, it's all hell all the time.
What was the Pokemon last time where we got the same Pokemon like 5 times? We just kept seeing it over and over again.
It was quite a few. There wasn't very much variance, like, at all. But, great, we might as well have brought Tyranitar.
True.
And Sumerill's like, hey, I'm a rock type, I'm immune to sand damage. Yeah, that's absolutely huge power. That's a 30 base power non-stab move. I don't care that it was super effective. That's huge power.
Have you heard about, have I told you about the new Pokemon Platinum glitched speedrun route?
No.
They cooked something pretty interesting recently, like 2023. There was a new route. Actually, it might be 2024 route.
Sandslash has Sandville, by the way, so we're gonna miss it 15 times over.
So originally you would pick Chimchar and level it up to Monferno and use Monferno to beat Rourke. But they recently discovered that you can skip like all of the early game trainers and just RNG manipulate the Rourke fight so that you win every time.
Okay, so obviously I click Earthquake next turn.
Yeah. So it's like you can manipulate all of your moves to like crit burn and all of his moves to like miss. Or like not kill you. And it's cool. And then you acquire your main later by using the tweaking glitch to get onto water on your bike, and then using honey, which gives you an encounter, and you can catch like a level 40 Golduck in like Eterna City and just use it for the whole game.
You have told me this actually. Oh no, I don't think it was you that told me. I think I found this out actually from Werster. Because you used to use Tentacruel, but now you use Golduck. You used to use
Tentacruel, and now you use Golduck because its animation when you send it out into battle, it has a faster animation, and it saves like a minute for it to do that.
Yeah, even though Golduck is slightly worse, it's
Golduck is actually faster. Like, I think it's faster, like just from the perspective of doing all the battles, even if you don't count that, because you can get it earlier. And like you don't have to go out of the way for it as much as you have to for Tentacruel, but the entrance animation thing was what made it like definitively faster, and it might have made it faster to use just Golduck instead of Golduck and then getting Tentacruel later.
All regions game, but it's a mandatory Nuzlocke format. Be a fun way to keep a Rising Sensor challenge. It's very hard to get right. That sounds like nightmarish hell. I just want to say that is the Genlock, but a game. Like, imagine you get to Galar and you're just like, oh, I lost. Time to do everything again. Sounds like suffering. Is this Focus Band? Cool. Okay, it dies to sound.
Yeah, but it's so funny.
And Wartortle's such an awkward-looking guy.
Wartortle is buffeted by the sandstorm.
My mom says I look cool.
My mom thinks I'm awesome.
This is a fan game or official? I am.
There's no way they would make that an official game.
Well, true, but it is still worth distinguishing because there are something. Because I suppose a fan game would just be like, oh, you can restart in Galar as opposed to making you restart the whole game. You know.
It's so, like, against the entire design philosophy of Pokemon that I don't think, like...
Pokemon has no design philosophy.
That an official game.
They just make games. They don't think about them.
Okay, but that... Even if they don't have a design philosophy, that is against their design philosophy.
I like Pokemon. They're cool. They go shucks.
They do. Wait, shucks?
Yeah.
So there's actual world record competition in Pokemon Emerald right now.
Are you telling me that
Apom... Which is crazy because there hasn't been for a while.
You tell me Apom doesn't like come out and look like it would be like, ah, shucks.
I actually think Apom looks pretty creepy in these games.
Oh, don't you just want to give Apom a big kiss?
No.
Okay. Isn't Battle Girl Alita a movie? You are asking the wrong person, but maybe Marco would know.
I don't watch movies.
Apom's more of a G's than a shucks. Also, you just got Helping Hand fake outed. How do you feel?
Like, I shouldn't have taken that much damage, but we roll.
Well, Honchkrow has like 50 in each of its defensive stats.
Yeah.
It's a glass cannon.
Also, I hate for it because of Coliseum. But like speedrunning, not like reasons that I dislike Coliseum.
Why do they just have all the
more.
mid-normal types on their team? What is this?
That's actually real. In Coliseum,
You're gonna get helping hand fake outed again.
After you get past the like first 20 minutes where you're like, there's no way. In Coliseum speedruns, after you get your second main, the Shadow Kulava, and it's like 15% to have good enough stats to continue the run, the first battle after that is like 30% to kill you, or something. And it's against the Furret, the Shadow Furret. So, I hate Furret.
It's okay, you'll get turn this time. You'll get turn, I swear.
I mean, I hope so. If this Furret outspeeds me, I'm gonna be a little sad.
These normal types really came out and hit your Honchkrow with the Friends opening theme, huh?
I haven't watched Friends. Oh, it did outspeed me. Oops. Alright, well, rip Honchkrow.
Honchkrow, my god!
Honchkrow did not contribute much. I wonder if Firo, or if what if we lose to this Furret? That would be really funny. I hope it happens.
What if in the back they have something that somehow is able to stop us? I see why people dunk on Honchkrow. Honchkrow is weird because it's just worse than Murkrow in a lot of ways. They shouldn't have made it slower.
It's a shame that I like Honchkrow because it's so bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Lychee Berry. Uh-oh.
I'm fast time, that's
It uses Earthquake and kills us. No. Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that they gave Murkrow, like, they gave it an offensive presence, right? But defensively, all Honchkrow gets over Murkrow is 10 points in each defense and 40 HP, which is a lot of HP, but, like, its defenses are still so terrible. It's kinda thriving? Why? Also, why were they all mid-normal types?
Why?
All the way to the end.
They were all mid-normal types. Weavile, I don't think Weavile was busted, but a lot of the Gen 4, like, new evolutions that they added are pretty good.
Capped cheeks? Like, bullet caps?
Capped cheeks?
For Honchkrow.
What is capped cheeks?
It's when you bust a cap in someone.
No, I don't think that's what it means.
Maybe they're doing yeah, these guys are doing the mono normal challenge. They've picked terrible Pokemon for it, for what it's worth.
Yeah, we had a pretty good team in mono normal. I mean, not good enough to win, but
yeah, we used like
it wasn't bad. I think we did okay on normal.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, because you wanted to use a Swallow with Guts Facade and a Flame Orb.
It kicked ass. Give it credit.
Yeah, we got to 34. We used Snorlax, Togekiss, Swallow, and Porygon Z.
Yeah. Now the capped cheeks thing reminds me of the person who posted a tweet about how they'd mixed up two quotes, basically. And they tried to sound cool and like threatening in front of their family, and they just said, "I want to bust a nut in his ass." Instead of like, I want to...
What were they trying to say?
Bust a cap!
What does bust a cap mean? That's not a real phrase.
It means shoot them! Whoa! I like to bust a Magmar!
Whoa! Whoa, it's Boober.
We quaking. They might outspeed me.
We definitely quaking. I Tailwind here.
I think you do, yeah. But they didn't outspeed.
If either of these survives, we should just, like, stop playing. Okay, you know what? I know I was dunking on Coliseum, but you know what's good about Coliseum? The soundtrack.
Yes!
Coliseum has a great, very underrated, and very good soundtrack.
I really like some of the tracks from XD no one talks about as well. Mirror B's XD theme is peak, and I like the Wild Battle theme from XD. I don't know why it sounds like it does, but I love it. It sounds like
I've never played XD.
Oh. The Wild Battle theme from XD sounds like a Scooby-Doo chase theme set in like a cowboy episode. If I recall correctly.
It's some Super Mario Odyssey Jaxy ass music.
It really is. Your letter just said peak. Sorry. I won't do it again. Better Be's theme from XD is the best song in the entire franchise. The fact that he like snaps his fingers at the same time as the song goes, so that the clap in the song is actually him snapping his fingers and making stars appear. It's peak. It's peak. Everything about XD is peak. Oh, we attack different Pokemon. Uh-oh.
What the Sigma?
Okay, I'll go for Wigglytuff next turn and try and take it out. I won't take it out, but I'll try. Because Drapion is not very strong.
Thank you, Citrus Berry.
Well,
thank you, Gorbis, for using Ice Beam. If this kills, I'm gonna get tilted.
I don't think it'll kill you in one go.
I mean, it's Honchkrow.
Oh
yeah,
my
see?
God.
I told you.
Oh
it wasn't even a crit,
God.
it just killed me.
Oh my God.
What the flippers?
This is Battle 14.
We are.
Who are you
this
classing?
Is what I was saying, chat.
Kingfisher, who are you classing as the hardest boss fight in XD? What am I? Oh my God.
What if we lose? What if we lose to Wigglytuff Gorbis? That would be really good.
Sing is 55%. I've been hit by
Why
every
are
time.
you... What noise are you making?
Breathing through my
You know
hands.
what that sounds like? Have you ever, like, tried to deflate, like, an air mattress? And it's like...
Yeah.
That's what that sounded like to me.
Okay.
Okay?
That's good, right.
Weavile filling its role as Revenge Killer.
Okay, we're not losing this fight.
And now it's gonna be, like... Some... It's gonna be like Infernape, and I'm gonna just get owned.
Well,
maybe not.
I think you still outspeed it even with Swift Swim, because we've got the Tailwind. Never mind. Also, Petered with only one E at the start. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Really? I would never have spelled it like that.
It's definitely never spelled with two P's. Pettered? No.
No, two
That's not
E's.
how you Oh,
Well,
no.
I'm just wrong, by the way. Like,
You're just wrong.
I'm just wrong, I think.
I like the name Peter.
But when you look at
Uh-oh.
it, there are results.
Not spelled like that, though.
Oh my God, it's spelled like that in Scotland and nowhere else. It's a Scottish word that has been anglicized. No way.
Yo, Scotland?
Scotland?
Also, by the way, I'm pretty sure we lose. I don't think we can win.
Whoa, what happened when I looked away?
They used Surf and destroyed us.
We just both Sucker Punch, we're fine.
There's 3 Pokemon left, though. We have to kill Gorbis, and we have to kill the other 2.
No, there's only one after. There's only one behind Gorbis, we're fine. We just both Sucker Punch here. Bum bum. Weavile's not Life Orb.
Oh, I thought there was another Pokemon on Gorbis' side. Also, I don't have Sucker Punch, so...
Oh, your Haunch.
I think I outspeed it, though.
You definitely don't outspeed it. There's no world in which you outspeed it with Rain Up. Doesn't matter, though. Absol's got you covered. Is this a Nuzlocke?
This is like the farthest thing from a Nuzlocke. Wait, there was nothing behind Gorbis?
Yeah, I told you, we're fine.
They're psychics. Why do they have a Gorbis?
Honestly, okay, that fight is tough, but it's also really easy to, like, cheese your way through if you just bring 6 Shadow Pokemon of your own.
Oh man, we made it through 2 rounds.
Because
snap.
Because all 7 of those Pokemon only have 4 Shadow moves, and Shadow Pokemon resist Shadow moves, so if you have decent Shadow Pokemon that have, like, a move that's not Shadow, then you're golden.
Alright,
I think the Evis fight is way harder in Coliseum than the
I want to get your
Gravel
thoughts on
fight.
this.
My thoughts
I
on
want to get your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Chat and streamer. Alright. I'm gonna read this tweet that someone I know made and showed up on my timeline.
Okay.
Super Mario Galaxy, if it was good. Gate Tuaway Galaxy. Good Edge Galaxy. Honey Hawk Galaxy. Freaky Garden Galaxy.
Can I mute
Yacht Live Galaxy.
I thought we were
Rising
being asked.
Coaster
I thought we were
Galaxy.
being asked something valuable here. Okay.
Mogty Mutin Galaxy, Sigma Slide Galaxy, Tua Time Galaxy. What are your thoughts?
I think we all just pretend that we didn't hear that. Honestly.
Tag yourself. I'm Freaky Garden. Or Sigma Slide. I like Sigma Slide.
Those are all terrible. Things like that make me hate being alive.
I'm just letting you all know that out of the blue randomly, Charlotte just DM'd me AllegedlyMarco recently.
Why did she do that?
I don't know. You maybe you know her better than I do. I'm killing Linoon.
I mean,
by
yeah,
the
but
way.
that doesn't sound like the kind of thing she would do.
I feel like I was.
I
really
didn't even know you
cooking
two
with
spoke.
I feel like I was cooking with the time where I was. No, not Charlotte. You.
Oh, no one calls me
Charlotte
that.
referring to you, not Charlotte
Oh.
referring to Charlotte.
Oh, that okay. No, I did do that. I did do that.
I think it's funny that you didn't remember your own message that you sent to me. Although I also was like, what if instead of Gyarados it was Gyatrizdos? And I feel like I was cooking with that one.
You did say it. Yeah.
I like that. I was tickle, really?
I need better friends.
I was cooking with Gyatrizdos.
I love how you used a Lancet barrier to get pumped and then hit. Whoa, you hate Linoon.
Yeah. I don't like Linoon. Not a fan.
You're
Not
gonna
too
get
fond of Linoon.
You're gonna get beamed by Sudowoodo.
Gyatrizdos kind of eats.
It does not eat.
Yeah.
Does not eat.
It eats.
It's burnt.
It does eat.
Inedible. Inedible food. Yeah, you're gonna get beamed by this, huh?
I saw someone tweet like a text conversation with their mom, and the person was like, "He's goated for that," and the mom was like, "What does that mean?" And the person replied, "Like he's the goat." I feel so bad for like millennials.
It eats shit. Yeah, that makes more sense. After hearing Gyatrizdos, Cyrus was right. Yeah.
Galarian Zigzagoon is. You're the only person who likes Galarian Zigzagoon.
I think lots of people like Galarian Zigzagoon. I think you're just wrong.
I do not. So.
Yeah, but I think lots of people like Galarian Zigzagoon like a lot.
Is this like one of those bits about fan fiction?
No, everyone I've ever spoken to really likes Galarian Zigzagoon. This is just you. Sad to say.
Okay, let me say another reason I like Gen 8. Gen 8 has the most characters, has the most fan fiction written about its characters, which I think is very funny. Like, they accidentally introduced, like, the two, like, some of the biggest, like, Pokemon thirst trap characters of all time in Gen 8. Gen 8 characters have a lot
horrified by who you're
fans.
referring to.
Who do you think I'm referring to?
I don't think I want to know.
It's not the protagonist. Let me just put it out there.
Please don't
it's
be
like
Marnie.
adult.
Please don't be.
It's not Marnie.
Okay.
A lot of people like Piers.
Yeah, I don't really get that one.
The main woman is Melanie because she's like mommy, you know. And Nessa. Nessa's up there too. But I'm sure you can guess who the boys are that people like in Gen 8.
Honestly, I dread it.
Who do you think it is?
I dread when I might hear. I mean, let it be Leon, please.
It is Leon.
Oh, thank God.
And Ryan.
I don't get the right hand thing, but I have come across
I
that.
do.
Look, I'm just glad it's not like Hop and Bead.
It's not, because they're fucking 10 years old. That would be weird. I mean, there is fan fiction.
You're right, that's weird.
Fan fiction.
Everything else here is normal.
Underage. There is fan fiction written about underage people like that, but it's weird. It's like, okay, cool.
I'm glad this is the topic of conversation.
like it's either written by actual 15-year-olds or like pedophiles or something, and that both of those are weird.
Clive Mustard Old Man Yowie?
God, I hate that so much.
I hate, like,
Weren't people thirsting over Yeah, people were thirsting over Nessa. And I think Nessa and Raihan were like the two main people that were getting thirsted over, like,
focus on Kingler.
Right away.
It's scarier.
Okay. But I think a lot of people have started to appreciate Melanie and Leon.
When I was young, I came across a fan fiction about Lunatone.
Oh no.
About a female trainer getting it on with her Lunatone.
With a Lunatone?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that's what I think about whenever I see Lunatone. That lives rent-free in my head.
When I was young, I came across a fan fiction about Ash, Gary, Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah, why don't we just stop talking? Stop. just we don't need to be infected with that knowledge.
Are you sure you don't want me to continue?
What you've said is bad enough.
They should make a Pokemon version of the Hatfic.
The Hatfic?
And every month we buy a Minchino. You don't know what the Hatfic is?
I don't want to know. Don't want to know.
It's like okay. So when I was in middle school,
don't want to know.
No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to explain what it is. When I was in middle school,
you just said you're not going to do that.
No, it's just a popular shock fan fiction that went around when I was in middle school. It's not good or anything.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know. Trust me. It's gross.
I don't want to
know. And weird, and definitely written by somebody without an understanding of how anatomy works. Let's just put it that way. Is Solrock not the better pick? I like Lunatone better, but apparently Lottie doesn't like Lunatone better, which is understandable.
I prefer Lunatone of the two, like design-wise. I think Lunatone's more interesting. I thought that was Super Fang for a second. I was trying to figure out how it was taking you out.
I mean, the fan fiction would make it pretty interesting, but not in the way I'm thinking of.
Wow, look at Raticate. It's like a big rat.
What's your opinion on the conspiracy theory that Gary's Raticate dies in Gen 1 and then he goes to Pokemon Tower to mourn it?
He puts it in the box because it's a mid-Pokemon. There you go.
That's a pretty... I like that idea, but I also think it's interesting that he says, like, your Pokemon don't look dead because, like, are his Pokemon dead?
No.
Like, what's the... Like, why is he there?
They would have had him say.
If he asks you that question, then why is he there?
They would have had him say. If, as a game designer, right, you want to put things in there. You want to be like, oh. I think that theory is a little silly. He says why he's there. He's trying to catch a Cubone and a Marowak.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that makes sense. You know what?
He's like, wow, there's no Marowak left. There's only baby Cubone.
You know what I think is weird about that? It's not that. It's the one trainer in the Pokemon Tower who just says, "Give me blood."
Well, they're all being possessed by their Pokemon. Which suggests Ghastly drinks blood, but let's not dwell on that.
Yeah. Do Pokemon like blood? Like,
Golbat does. We know that Golbat drinks blood, despite how big it is.
Maybe Zubat are like the Pokemon universe's equivalent of mosquitoes.
Okay, here's the thing, right, about Gen 1 conspiracy theories. That one, I've literally just debunked it in like 4 seconds, basically. But the Ditto is Mew thing? Stop.
What? They were like, Ditto is a clone of Mew or something, right?
Okay, you know what? Give me the reasons one by one, slowly, and I'll debunk them all as they come out. Go.
I don't know. I don't even know. Let me look it up. Hold on, I'll look it up. Ditto, Mew, conspiracy.
I'm taking out Cherim.
Theory. You
want a Brave Bird Venomoth?
Pokemon's Ditto Mew and Ditto connection theory explained by Screen Rant. Okay, this is going to be about as much effort as I expect to be put into a Pokemon conspiracy theory. All right, ahem. The idea is a very plausible one. I don't think so. Mew and Ditto share commonalities that extend beyond their genetic relationships to the rest of Pokemon genealogy. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Both share very similar color schemes.
Okay. They don't, by the way, in early games. Like, they have similar shades, but they're not identical palettes, which you'd think they would be if they wanted that
colors.
to be a thing. Like, they don't use the same colors.
Like, it's a picture of their sprites from Gen 4. It's like, in Gen 1, they don't have colors.
No, the idea is that Ditto is a failed clone of Mew, like, and that they tried multiple times. That's the theory.
With their 2D sprites and designs depicting them as the shade of pink or purple, and their shiny forms taking on a blue color. That's not intentional. Shiny sprites are based on the color palette of the Pokemon, and like early shiny sprites were, and they just use the next color palette in memory. And since Ditto and Mew use similar color palettes, that's why they're both blue.
Well, and again, they don't use the same. They don't use the same colors.
Yeah, but a lot of shiny Pokemon that are pink.
Right, but it doesn't matter. Ditto and Mew don't have the same fucking color palette, which they would, like, if they wanted to do that. So, okay.
The shiny ones are more similar. Anyway, they weigh the same amount.
Okay, let's look at the successful clone of Mew, Mewtwo. He doesn't weigh the same.
It's also, like...
No, keep going.
It could just be, like, that could just be a coincidence.
It is, because they only go up in certain increments.
It is a coincidence.
But yeah.
Mew and Ditto are genderless.
Okay. That's
known
nothing.
to reproduce asexually in the wild. Wait, what?
I don't think that's...
Are you sure about that?
I don't think that's true. I've never heard that before.
I don't think that's true. They're genderless. Same, but not... They have retained the same, though not identical, base stats across all games. That's a massive stretch.
Okay.
That's a huge stretch.
Castform has that too. Snorunt has that. Glalie has that. Fion has that. Do you know who doesn't have that?
It's
Mewtwo.
Like, the majority of Pokemon have had some changes made. Are you sure about that being... Are they sure about the majority of Pokemon having had changes to their stats? I feel like the majority is a stretch. Most importantly, both Mew and Ditto are the only Pokemon who can naturally learn the move Transform at level 0.
Okay. A, Mew definitely doesn't get it at level 0. And B, do you know who doesn't get Transform? Mewtwo!
Ditto?
The successful clone of Mew! If they wanted to hint towards any of this, they would have had Ditto have things in common with Mewtwo, not Mew.
Mewtwo and Ditto also carry some overlap in the terms of where these Pokemon can get caught. While Ditto can also be...
This is my favorite one.
Often be found across a variety of locations, it can primarily be found in the Pokemon Mansion and Cerulean... Listen to this.
No. This is my favorite one. This is my...
Wait, no, let me finish! The Pokemon Mansion and Cerulean Caves!
Yes, please. Right.
Cerulean Caves!
This is my favorite one, because Ditto was always in Cerulean Cave, yeah. So, we're to assume Mewtwo just took them all. But, do you know what game it's not found in Pokemon Mansion in? Red and Blue!
Red and Blue.
It's not there at the start.
In yellow.
It's only there in yellow and Fire and Leaf Green.
We've gotten Furret and Carnivine before, by the way. This is the second Furret and Carnivine.
So, yeah, I just want to say, all of it, bullshit. Every single aspect of it, bullshit.
Wait, okay, so also, if they're doing, like, experiments on Mew in the Pokemon Mansion, it would make sense that Dittos are there. Like, if they're experimenting on Mew, they would probably also be experimenting on Ditto. Like, that's not the only like, it being a failed Mew clone, it doesn't even make sense, because Ditto was discovered... Mew was discovered as the secret 151st Pokemon after Ditto was already known to exist. So, what the fuck?
Wait, true.
Like, it can't... Like, nobody knew Mew existed. That's why in the anime, when they meet the Ditto woman, she's like...
Marco, I'm having flashbacks.
She's like, Ditto is the only Pokemon that can transform, because nobody knows Mew exists yet. In canon.
So we just go straight for Gorbis, right? Because if it uses Surf, it kills
I mean,
Camerupt.
after the last time, yeah, I think we should.
But yeah, my point is, right, I've listed every single thing. It's all garbage.
I have another...
Okay.
There's another extremely funny thing about this article. First of all, is that it says Cerulean Caves, which, like,
Yeah.
amount
All
of
of them.
research they put in. And second of all, it says the Pokemon Mansion, but it shows a picture of the backlot mansion from BDSP.
I mean, hey, it's a, you know what? That is a Pokemon mansion, and you can find Ditto there.
You can find Ditto in the Trophy Garden.
Well, only in Platinum though, I think, but but they tried.
I like it having a completely unrelated picture that's just like I googled Pokemon Mansion and clicked the first image.
That's probably, yeah, probably like mansion Pokemon.
Mimikyu is Porygon in disguise.
No,
What?
don't click that. Don't.
Wait a minute.
No, focus
Wait,
on the battles. No. Focus on the
The
battles.
infamous Porygon episode that caused seizures resulted in the Pokemon being absent from the anime and other media for a long time. However, it was actually Pikachu that caused the seizures with the flashing lights from its electric attacks. Of course, the franchise wasn't going to cut its mascot and main moneymaker Mon, so the blame instead fell on poor Porygon. Mimikyu is a lonely Pokemon, and Porygon has been left alone for a long time, leading some fans to believe that the two are likely connected. The implication being that by dressing up as Pikachu, Porygon hopes to get the love and attention it has been starved of.
Okay.
What?
I like the idea of Porygon and Mimikyu being friends.
The mysteriousness surrounding the appearance of Mimikyu's actual body, you die if you see it. It's not a Porygon in disguise because Porygon doesn't kill you if you look at it.
Yeah, I like the opening. You see
stupid?
Porygon and you just start vomiting instantly. You know what? It's my new headcanon though that Mimikyu and Porygon are friends. They're friends that get along.
That might be a stupider Pokemon conspiracy theory than Lavender Town Syndrome. I didn't think you could beat Lavender Town Syndrome, but that might be stupider.
They did change some of the sounds in Lavender Town,
vomiting
right?
blood.
No? Between Red and Green and Red and Blue. Like, there are genuinely sound chip changes. Not because people died, but because people were like, wow, that's really annoying.
They changed it to make it less high-pitched and annoying.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you think that the music in a Game Boy game can kill people, like, you just don't have a good understanding of anything.
That wasn't
like
a crit.
You're just not very smart, you know? It's like you can tell that theory was invented and spread by kids on the internet when kids first started being able to use the internet.
No way did your bird just get taken
thinking adult
out.
with a brain would believe that. Well, I'm gonna use Brave Bird, so unfortunately, I think I might die to recoil. Actually,
No,
probably not. This Purgly has like no health. But then again, neither does Honchkrow.
No, wow, nice crit. I died in Lavender Town once? Oh, okay. Well, we have evidence in chat. I like the chat is exclusively pink and green, by the way.
Okay, I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top post on the Pokemon conspiracy subreddit.
Okay, can we start a conspiracy? What's going on?
With Carnivine in the Battle Tower?
Carnivine Lanoon. Carnivine Lanoon.
I kind of like this theory. This theory is I like this theory. This theory is one that I actually believe. The psychic type weaknesses
are fears. Yeah.
Are fears. Ghosts, the dark, and bugs.
I don't know if that's how they decided on them, but it's definitely how I remember them. Like, quickly. It works as a mnemonic. I don't know if that was
intentional.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional, but I think it's cool that that's the case.
Yeah, it
you know
works. What? Back to purple, I've been pink shamed.
Oh, here's a good one. Okay, so the idea is that when the burn tower burned down, right? Because it's burned, a Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon died, and they got reincarnated into the legendary dogs.
Yeah, they're not dogs.
Legendary beasts.
Thank you.
Whatever.
They're not dogs. Like
Same
Raikou,
difference.
You can't look at Raikou and be like, dog.
I actually think Suicune is the one that looks the least like a dog. The legendary ferrets. Anyway, Blue was the first ever Pokemon champion in Kanto. I believe that.
Technically true.
I don't believe that.
I don't understand why Lance wasn't just champion by then. Like, I don't know why he hadn't figured out that was a thing he could do. He was the strongest trainer in the region until Blue came along. He was just like, well, I guess this is it. I've peaked.
I think it. Okay, here's my theory, right? Here's how I would explain that. So there's the Elite Four get together, and they're like, whoever defeats us is the strongest trainer. And no one has defeated them until Blue defeats them.
That's fair.
So the Elite Four is just like, you have to beat all four of us to become the strongest trainer. It's not just like Lance is the strongest trainer.
I still don't know why Lance then became the strongest trainer.
Ooh, here's one that I like, that it's not from the conspiracy theory subreddit, but I heard.
I guess this is what today's stream is.
Have I talked about this? The Lance is evil conspiracy theory?
No.
Okay, so in Gen 2, I actually believe this. This is low-key a good conspiracy theory. So in Gen 2, Lance, there's the part where you investigate the rocket hideout with Lance, right?
Yeah.
And he's always like running ahead of you, and he seems to know his way around the rocket hideout, right? And he
rocket
was healing
hideout's
your
pretty
Pokemon,
straightforward.
but his Pokemon are never damaged. So
it's because he has a massively overleveled Dragonite.
And he has over-leveled Pokemon. And what are Team Rocket doing in Generation 2? They're forcing the Magikarp in the Lake of Rage to evolve early.
That aspect I have come across. I don't dislike that at all.
So the theory is Lance is working with Team Rocket to keep his over-leveled Pokemon so that he can stay as the strongest trainer and nobody can beat him.
Sharpedo is pissed we didn't use it.
I like that. I think that's a good theory. I think that has a pretty nice connection there.
Sharpedo's understanding why we didn't use it.
It's like Lance. I think you come across trainers in the Rocket Hideout. They're like, "Oh, I got beat up by Lance," but like you can't actually tell if they actually lost to him or if.
Robin raises a very good question. Why does he then take them down?
Yeah, he can't blow his cover. He can't like reveal that he's actually a bad guy.
His cover.
Wait, doesn't Lance not even do anything? Isn't it like mostly the player character, and Lance is just like, oh, I guess I'll help.
I love the idea that he can't blow his cover, so instead he'd rather help you take down the entire crime city. Oh, Sharpedo and Cacturn get the revenge?
Here's my personal headcanon, is that Lance does that so he can steal the research/technology and just use it himself, because Team Rocket's like extorting him because they're evil.
Good.
But Lance still wants to be like,
okay, here's the thing.
Trainer.
You really just hit me with the does Lance even do anything? Lance is the only reason you can get into the Team Rocket hideout to begin with.
And and he hyper beams a person to let you do that. Which even Team Rocket don't attack people with their Pokemon. Just saying. I'm just saying. Lance doesn't believe in rehabilitative justice, or he's like evil.
I'm just saying, none of that theory works. None of it.
What do you mean none of it?
None of him working for Team Rocket works.
I feel like at least the part. No, I didn't say work for. I just think him and Team Rocket are colluding a little bit. You know. I think at least the part about Team Rocket's evil doings being focused on evolving Pokemon early and him having underleveled evolved Pokemon is at least mildly interesting as a connection. Like, I feel like that there could be something there.
Orpheus, about Sharpedo being better than Absol, no. Sharpedo's faster, but its attack stat isn't very high. What do I call it?
Or Lance is just kind of a dick. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Like Lance is not a good guy. Like, even though he fights on your side, he's not a good guy.
Actually?
He's acting for his own selfish reasons. And not because he actually wants to defeat evil.
Sharpedo's glassier than Absol. I'm looking at it here and I'm like, actually, it might have been a better pick, honestly. Just because of the speed.
I like Claire. She loses and then she gets so salty that she doesn't give you the badge.
It's attack stats not low. I love the way that every woman gym leader in Generation 2 is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's the best part about
women,
Gen 2.
Right?
Women, am I right? Even in Gen 1, the women gym leaders are a little Like, the men are like powerful and war veterans and stuff like that.
Okay, one
and
of them is a
Erica
war
like,
veteran.
oops, and Erica is like, oops, I fell asleep. Sorry.
Jasmine erasure. Jasmine's
Not
like,
very
oh,
impressed
this
with that.
Pokemon's really sick. Well, goodbye.
Well, bye.
Wait.
I use the Clang Steel type.
Okay.
No, okay, so
You should
so
probably just
what
Brave Bird, Abomasnow, and kill it instantly, right?
I clicked Brave Bird on Gallade actually.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
In that case, I'll cross poison Abomasnow. That might work.
I assumed that's what you were doing. I assumed you were.
I was just thinking
Abomasnow.
Abomasnow was the bigger threat to what we had on our team right now, and I don't think Drapion can one-shot anything, because she's kind of bad.
True.
Oh, no, okay.
Let's go, Drapion.
Oh, well, okay.
Nice critical. Is there a Pokemon equivalent of Vietnam?
It's kind of implied it was just Vietnam that Lieutenant Surge fought in.
Yeah, but also the United States doesn't exist, and Unova does.
Then why is he called the
Unova is
Lightning?
United
Then why is he
States.
called the Lightning American?
Because they didn't think about it. They were gonna have a region based on America in like 2 years.
Like, remember,
2 years,
Mew
20
was
years.
found in the Guyana rainforest. At the start, the Pokemon world was just meant to be in our world.
Yeah, and Kanto is a real place in Japan.
Yeah,
Also,
but it's called
That's-
Kanto,
that's another thing.
whereas we call it Kanto.
I
for the
mean, I
Pokemon.
would pronounce it Kanto, but like nobody else does. So I
I
don't.
purposely do it to differentiate the two.
that's yeah. I think that's why I'm going to continue doing that moving forward. Also, it's not like
It's swine
it's
time.
not like English speakers pronounce most Japanese words correctly anyway. So whatever.
What are you doing here?
Brave Bird Gastrodon. I don't
Okay.
have anything for Mamoswine.
I'll Night Slash Gastrodon just to make sure we get it down. I like, with them both being ground types, I'm not feeling my odds of surviving the turn, and there was no world in which I was one-shotting either of them, you know?
I actually think that they didn't, like, wars in the Pokemon world wouldn't use Pokemon because Pokemon battling is a sport. It's not a Pokemon don't battle as like a
Yeah.
as like a it's not like war.
It's
a
like
sport.
if aliens wrote about our world and they just assumed that we fight wars with footballs.
Yeah.
You know, like
Or like if it's like if wars are fought with like boxing gloves and in rings and not with guns and stuff. Electric Pokemon saved his life in the war. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they fought for him. That just means that they saved his life.
maybe they restarted his
Like-
heart.
Yeah. Maybe they restarted his heart.
I think they fought with Pokemon. I'm gonna be real.
I-
I don't fully agree
I-
with Marco.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I think that maybe they fought with Pokemon, but I think that fighting with Pokemon in like a war is seen as like an immoral thing that they shouldn't do. It's like Pokemon were like the atom bombs they dropped on Hiroshima. Like it's like that's they use Pokemon when it's like, oh, we really need, like, Pokemon is their nuke. They need when they need to bring out the big guns, that's when they use Pokemon. Pokemon is their heavy artillery. But like they still use guns and shit.
How did we get here?
War is inherently immoral? Of course it is.
I think if you'd
What do
used
you-
Ice Punch, we would have gotten the
Yeah.
KO here, by the way.
Maybe. But it's not
I
like
didn't
it
expect
matters.
Drapion to do as much as it did. It doesn't really matter, but it's like, it's interesting that actually Drapion
This
did
is
more than I
not the
expected.
weirdest thing we've talked about during one of these. I'm just letting you know.
Everything about
This
this
is-
stream has been the weirdest one of these streams.
I mean, it's also dark, which is like a very weird type. So, hey, I'm ice type. I won't take damage from the hail. Let's go.
How did you survive that earthquake, like, so healthily?
Weavile.
Okay, fair.
Weavile's just the goat.
So wait, when did hail get set up? Am I going crazy?
I think it did half damage, or less damage. Hail got up because the Abomasnow had snow warning.
That's right, it's been up the whole time.
Yeah.
Doesn't Mamoswine has
You just-
a hail
you just
ability,
hold
right?
Mamoswine, I want to say it has like Oblivious or something, or Thick Fat.
Yeah, does it have Thick Fat and Oblivious, and later on they gave it, like, Snowcloak or something? Is that
It's
what I'm
time
thinking?
to look that up.
Did they give it as a hidden ability, maybe?
Time to look that up.
Mamoswine just has ass abilities, I remember that.
Snowcloak, and Thick Fat is its
Oh,
hidden.
wait, that was 21 battles? Oh, I've been behind on a battle this whole time.
Stretch!
Stretch and hydrate!
Ah!
You throw
There
it
we
sore
go.
from shouting when you brought something up earlier? Oh, what did we bring up that made you scream? I can't believe I was behind a battle. That felt like it should have been Battle 21. I was astonished there were Mamoswine showing up in Battle 20. Because Battle 21
Oh, what do you think about the
they start
what do you
using
think about the
Pokemon.
Genesect/Kabutops theory?
I like it. I don't think it's a thing, but like I like the idea of Genesect being a Pokemon that we already know. And I don't think the
I
two
think
of them
it's
have
silly to
like,
have it be like
I don't
these
think,
Pokemon look similar, i.e. they must be connected, but
I like the concept though.
I think it's cool to imagine Genesect as like a Pokemon and not like a dinosaur or something.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not one. It was something else.
Yeah.
I still don't like Genesect was right there. Instead of being a mythical, it should be the Mewtwo of Black and White. That is the one. Like the P2 laboratory should have been a full dungeon that you can only access after the game. And to be honest, Getsus should probably have used a Genesect on you in the final battle. It would
Oh
have
my
explained
God,
what he made it for.
There's a theory that Professor Oak is a time traveler.
No, that's not a theory. That's just true. We've seen him do it.
He gives Ash the Pikachu because he knows that Ash is gonna have a Pikachu in the future. I don't know about that one. That one seems like a stretch.
You know what? No one's making you read these. Do we focus on Dusknoir?
Yeah, I was gonna say. No one's making you read these, but I think these are funny. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the theory that Giovanni dies in Gen 2? Or like in the Johto games?
Okay, well if he dies in Heart Gold Soul Silver, then who's in the PWT?
Genuinely? What if it's like somebody pretending to? What if it's just like an imposter? What if it's just like
this is where every theory goes.
It's
This is
Team
where
Rocket.
this is
the
where
Team Rocket
every
executive
theory
guy.
goes. It's like, oh,
It's
but
the
hold on,
Team
here's a
Rocket
hole in your
executive
theory.
guy that
Oh,
dresses up
but
as
what
people.
if?
It's the Team Rocket executive guy that dresses up as people. He dresses up as Giovanni, right? Doesn't he at some point?
That
What
is
if it's just
such
him?
a nothing.
No, I do think the theory that Giovanni like kills himself is interesting, but I doubt they would have put that in a Pokemon game. Anyway. Yeah, Team Rocket Executive Petrol, or Team Rocket Executive Gasoline if you're from the United States. That was a pretty good joke. I came up with that one on the spot.
Yeah, I can tell.
I like the jokes that are like putting unrelated, like changing unrelated words with like American and British terminology. Like British people be like micro crisp or whatever. I like that one. That one's funny. Alvin and the Crisp Monks. No, I've encountered. It's so over.
It's so Jover for you right now. It's Hunch Crover.
Sam from Pokemon 2000 is Oak. Yeah, Samuel Oak.
Hunch Crover. Drappy Over.
Oh, someone. There's a Pokemon ROM hack that was popular
Absolver.
like back in the day, where you play. It's like it takes place like 50 years before the events of the game, and you play as like
I'll let you take that.
10-year-old Professor Oak or 10-year-old Agatha, because Agatha and Professor Oak like know each other. I think that's a cool idea.
These two characters said they know each other. I must fill in the gaps.
I mean, if you're gonna make a Pokemon game set,
The world
like,
needs to know.
if you're gonna make a Pokemon game set in the distant past when Professor Oak was a child and becoming a Pokemon trainer, who would you have as a female protagonist?
But why would you make
Like,
that
it would be
game?
weird.
What?
I think it's a bad idea.
Why didn't you use Ice Punch on Nidoqueen? I said I'll let you take that one out, and you just thought, nah, I'll read out Professor Oak and Agatha
Because
stories instead.
I Night Slashed Ursaring.
I
to
said
kill
when it came
because
out, I was like,
wasn't-
oh, I'll let you take that one out. Now we're being hit with a stab earthquake. We're always hit with stab earthquakes because of you. Every day of the week. It's tragic.
Nah, well, we know Weavile survives these, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but the fight could be over right now.
It could be Jover.
No, I mean, like, we could have won and moved on. We
Yeah,
don't
but we're
need
still
to.
gonna win.
We don't need to be here anymore.
Unless we're trying to speedrun this, I don't really see the point in yelling at me for making us go slower.
For once, I'm
Like,
not
what are
yelling
you, a
at you.
speedrunner? It's true.
I was yelling
actually.
at you earlier, but this time I'm not.
I can't wait for you to become a speedrunner. I mean, you already are, but
I have
like
a
a
world
speedrunner
record.
of like. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
I have 2, depending on how you count it. Why does
Aren't
we
you,
about survive?
aren't you second place?
No.
You were last time I checked.
Yeah, check again. Check right now.
You're second place in the other category.
Okay, but that's why I said
Princess percent.
That's why I said technically 2, depending on how you count it, because that is the other person who did it played on the Japanese version, which is faster and gives you better stats on level up. So it's not totally fair that they're not separated. The only reason they're not separated is because the category is so small that only 5 people have run it. But it's like, yeah, it should be separated. It would be separated if more people ran that category.
Oh, you beat Supreme Oppressor.
I did.
Okay,
I did. I did that like last week. It just took a while to get
That was
approved.
10 days ago, so I don't.
No, but it literally
The
only
last
got
time I checked
it only
was-
got approved last night. It's been
Oh.
sitting like waiting.
I can't believe the Dragon Quest Switch leaderboard mods take the same amount of time as the Super Mario Odyssey leaderboard mods to verify runs, even though the latter has like 10 submissions a day.
Well, I think they missed it because I. Oh, you can take out Hitmonlee. Yeah. I think they missed it. So I had to, because when I pinged them, it was like an immediate thing in like half an hour. Like they just immediately went and watched it. But I think they must have missed the notification, or they all assumed one of the other ones would do it.
I need to verify the new second place in Super Mario Odyssey 100%. It's at the top of the queue, and nobody else verifies long categories besides me. Well, that's not true.
You're a mod for Super
I'm
Mario
one of
Odyssey?
I'm a verifier.
You're a
I'm one of
verifier?
the premier long category verifiers, though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have been since like March or April.
I mean, please don't do it right now.
I'm not going to do it right now.
Oh, thank God.
If only because I need to listen to the audio to make sure the run has audio, because if it doesn't, it's verifiable. But it's also from like a reputable runner, so it's probably fine. It's probably verifiable. I just have to look here. No, just don't.
I would like to dub the 21st of September from here on out Carnivine Day.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? We encountered a lot of Carnivines in the Metal Tower. It's pretty cool. Can I guide the raid and pick Trump? Trump is streaming right now.
What?
The Donald Trump account is live.
We're not raiding Trump.
Well, yeah, of course we're not. But, like, Trump is live. I keep getting recommended Trump's Twitch account.
It'd be so fun. No, it would be awful and there's no upsides to me doing that. There's not a single
Twitch
upside.
recommended channels right now are Pokemon Speedrunner, Pokemon Speedrunner, Pokemon Speedrunner, Sonic Speedrunner. I do not watch Sonic speedruns. Donald Trump and Harry Potter Potterthon account, which I actually think is a Harry Potter speedrun marathon.
Why are you guiding the raid when we have like 2 hours left?
Yo, Harry Potter speedrun marathon raising money for the Trevor Project. Actually based.
I mean,
Based as fuck.
I guess I'll keep Sophia Wears Glasses in mind. In case we're still streaming at that point.
What?
We've had a redeem for Guide the Raid, even though we're like on battle 23.
Don't worry, if somebody guides the raid to Trump, I'll redeem guide the raid and guide the raid back to somebody else.
No, we've already had the redeem. So I assume Sophia Wears
But you
Glasses
can't-
is
you
not
can't
Trump's
guide-
account.
You can't guide the raid multiple times.
Why would you need to?
Okay.
I can only raid 1 time in a stream.
Yeah, but like, if somebody has already guided the raid, you can't redeem and guide the raid
I
to
don't
somewhere
think
else?
so. I'm pretty sure it has it as...
Trans Shiny Hunter VTuber.
Oh, so
I mean,
that's like the opposite of Trump. Yeah.
Trump is none of those things. Imagine if Trump was a trans Shiny Hunter VTuber.
A good timeline.
That would be interesting. No, it wouldn't. The good time would be if he was dead.
Ababa manma.
You dare use my own spells against me? Rowling and Son use their IP for pro-trans causes? Literally. Like, any, like, Harry Potter-related fundraiser that raises money for, like, LGBT charities is just so funny to me.
Thank
like,
you for reminding me to do Marco gives a fact, by the way.
Imagine just literally spitting in the face of a fucking loser turf bigot.
Yeah, Guide the... Oh, Guide the Raid
Wait,
has...
what am I giving
Wait,
a fact
Guide
on?
the Raid has no cooldown? Hold on. Right, now it does.
Am I giving a fact on something?
No, I just didn't have the thing. I didn't have it active.
Oh.
So now you can give facts on things that people redeem for it. Okay, there we go.
I never noticed how similar these sprites are.
Is Sophia Wears
did she
Glasses
just-
still going to be streaming at that point, do you think? In like 2 hours?
Maybe she's streaming like 24-hour shiny hunt or something. Who knows?
Who knows? Oh, well, we're
Quite
all
likely.
hyped. We're all hyped. We do still have 26 battles to get through before then, but we're gonna be.
Do you want to hear one of the?
Floats
Do you want to hear one of the worst sentences I've ever read in my entire life?
No. Do you have Sucker Punch on the Sponge Core, right?
Yeah.
You just never click it even when you're like about to die. Okay. I need to remember you have it.
I keep forgetting, frankly.
Yeah.
One time I found a
I think
Pokemon.
you should have used it.
One
But we
time I found a
couldn't have known.
Pokemon fanfiction, and one of the lines in the description was, "He is a Pokemon breeder," literally.
No.
So just
no,
let that lull you to sleep at night.
No. I won't. I don't like it.
Cats say meowdy, and trans rights are human rights. Cats say
all-
trans rights are human rights?
All cats or just your cats?
I mean, like, that's based of the cats, but also. I'm so dead.
You went for Chansey with Brave Bird? No, you're dead. You died like 5 times over. 10 years later,
What?
when the recoil damage hits you.
Ooh, what if this kills? Oh? Oh? Oh, snappers. We got it. Was that a crit?
No.
No. I just...
Chansey has
This is
5
cool.
defense. What did you expect
I
to
forgot
happen?
that Chansey's physical defense is really low.
Like, why did you use Brave Bird? Why didn't you focus on Floatzel?
Because Floatzel's not a threat.
It kind of is. More than Chansey?
Nah. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Oh, okay.
See, Dustclops is easy.
Okay. I'm still going to... I've decided I'm going to focus on Floatzel instead of Dustclops. I want it gone.
I have decided that I'm going to focus on Floatzel instead of Dustclops because I want it gone.
Okay. Is there a really good reason for Chansey's defense stat? Yeah, so that it has a weakness. So please use flamethrower on me until I'm dead. Phantom, are you okay?
Do you remember the time I accidentally attacked you instead of the opponent?
I think I did yell at you at that point. I think that's one of the 3 times I've yelled at you.
No, it has a Colbur Berry.
It was gonna live anyway.
Yeah, but now it lived a lot more.
It's fine.
Like, that did so much.
Well,
Wow, I'm so
that's
dead.
not good.
Dustclops? It's Brick Break.
It's crazy how none of this would have happened if you didn't Brave Bird the Chansey. How?
Oh, let's go.
What?
Weavile W. Yet another Weavile W.
What is this Dustclops set?
Shrimple.
Does this
It's
Dustclops
just
have
as shrimple as that.
Does this Dustclops have like negative attack nature, no attack
Weavile
EVs?
is the goat. Let me see.
What?
List of battle tower Pokemon Gen 4.
That was a 4 times effective move on Weavile.
We're not even in Group 2 yet? Oh, chat. Oh, chat.
Ah, you have Life Orb. Okay. I forgot.
It's the one with the Colbur Berry. It has 170 in HP, defense, and special defense.
Go on, explode, explode. You know you want to explode, explode.
Using Learn Dark Pulse?
That's...
That's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen a Weezing use Dark Pulse in my life.
How can this thing not have any better moves to hit me with?
The first pseudo Udos were Dittos that tried to become trees and got it wrong.
Oh. I'm glad to see you're back there, by the way. But even if this Weezing had used a poison move, it would have done more damage, because it would have been stab.
Golbat need happiness to evolve into Crobat because they feel unloved as Zubat, who are constantly repelled away by trainers. Aw, that's actually kind of nice.
I'm going to take BuzzFeed away from you.
It's not BuzzFeed, it's Reddit.
Chat, make him stop. Make Marco focus.
What's your conspiracy theory explanation for how Ash Ketchum is 10 years old?
That they wanted him to still be 10 years old.
Yeah, that's mine too. But like, which of the Ash 10-year-old explanation conspiracy theories is your favorite?
Oh look, Marco, Arceus has some stimulants.
Do you believe in the? I've already taken my stimulants for the day. Do you believe in the one where he's like in a coma and his whole Pokemon adventure is just a dream?
No, I think when adults try and make kids shows darker in order to explain the whimsy that goes on in them, it shows a lack of imagination and childlike dreams.
Yeah, I think that's the reason I never actually.
I'm gonna go for Earthquake, so Magneton will die.
Okay, I'll Brave Bird the Kecleon then. The reason I never thought any of those conspiracy theories sounded plausible is because
holy shit, Robin and Orpheus are roasting you.
Obviously, it's just because it's a kid show. You might need stronger stimulants. I was on stronger stimulants and they fucked me up, so I had to lower my dosage because I was like dying.
I can't believe they both hit you with the "you might need stronger stimulants."
I'm like this one. Yeah.
No one on a good level of stimulants would be reading this many Pokemon conspiracy theories.
They're right. Like, I'm really annoying even when I'm medicated.
You're just like, oh, this isn't the ADHD. I'm just annoying.
No, it is the ADHD, but the ADHD makes me annoying.
Oh, well. Alright,
I got banned from the Mario community I used to be in because I was too annoying.
Okay, to be fair, that wasn't because you were doing anything wrong.
No, it was.
Oh, okay.
It was.
Never mind.
I got banned for being annoying.
I thought it was because you were standing up against the sheer bigotry that went on.
No, that was a long time ago. That situation, I won everybody over on that.
Awesome.
Like everyone, I convinced people.
Okay, you take out.
I'm talking about like this year.
Second Magnet?
Yeah, I'm already doing that.
I should have used Earthquake. We know you would have lived.
True.
Because Night Slash might not kill it. Stupid steel resisting dark.
Dino and Xylus have Beatles haircuts because they evolve when they're 64. I like the ones that are stupid like that.
It's not even Flash Cannon.
N is autistic? Wait, hold on.
That's just true.
Let him cook with that. Let him cook with that.
What?
Because he talks fast.
No, not N.
Oh my god.
I'm focusing on the game, unlike some of us. What just happened?
Listen.
How did that one-shot you?
Listen, can you blame me for wanting to focus on N?
Like,
because like, N is my husband.
No way you live the brick break, but then you die to Mirror Shot. It wasn't even Flash Cannon.
Maybe the Magneton actually has EVs.
Yeah, I guess. I was just like, you easily live that, because Weavile special defense is okay.
Doesn't Mirror Shot have the same base power as Brick Break? Isn't it more?
65 Mirror Shot.
Yeah, what's Brick Break? 60? 65?
75.
70? I can never remember.
75.
75.
I might not be able to take this thing down.
No.
I only have physical attack.
No. N is my boyfriend. Sorry.
N is my boyfriend.
No, N's my boyfriend. Sorry.
N was one of my N was one of, if not my first video game crushes.
N was my first video game crush. N might be one of my only video game crushes up to this point. N and like Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles.
Shulk is a good one.
Okay. I played Xenoblade Chronicles, and like you can like take his clothes off in that game, and I was like, why did they let people do this? You know?
Because that's what happens when you remove your clothes.
Yeah, but like he's just like not wearing anything underneath. He's like he's got underwear, and then he's got like battle armor on top of it. It's like, why? Why doesn't he have an undershirt on or something, you know?
Because he's not wearing battle armor when he wears like light armor. In a way.
What the Sigma?
There's a difference between your light armor, your medium armor, and your heavy armor with Shulk. His light armor is, to infect, his undershirt. That's just when he's wearing, like, his turtleneck and stuff. Well, I don't really know what to do right now. I guess I just kind of click Night Slash and hope it doesn't kill me.
No, N is my husband. He's married to me. He lives with me in the real world.
What if it had crit right there?
Can we just talk about, like, N's, like, talking faster than everybody else is one of my favorite, like, little touches they put in.
Yeah, the fact he has his own text speed, if you put on fast.
Yeah, he has his own text speed. Like, they didn't have to do that. They could have just had everyone say, oh, you talk fast. But they actually made him talk faster.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. Like, it's such a small thing, but it shows that how much effort they put into those games.
Okay, Marco, could we, like... I know you say, like, there's a certain point where you start focusing on them and stop browsing the internet. Can that be now, given that we nearly lost that fight?
Yeah, it can be now.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna keep browsing it. I'll just browse it in between matches instead of during them.
Okay. If that's the middle ground, I have to reach. See it, hear it, smell it, marvel at my power.
That's, I mean, that's always what I do. I'm always, like, on Twitter or something while we're doing this.
I feel so valued.
Suicidal NPC? Wait, what? Hold on.
Alright, nice outfit. Thanks, Slug. I wore it myself. You know why this psychic showed up and said, I know I don't look like a psychic. Oh my god.
Oh no, it's Garchomp. Monkass! Okay, what are we doing here?
I'm ice fanging, I guess. Do you want to Brave Bird it? Because it will live.
I'll Brave Bird the Garchomp, and then if it dies, it won't die. But if it dies...
Nah, it's gonna have a Yachi Berry. It won't die.
It probably will. No, this might be the Bright Powder Garchomp.
It might be the Bright Powder Garchomp, yeah.
The Sandvale Bright Powder Garchomp.
In which case I should take it out, yeah. Okay,
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm glad it didn't get to move.
Yeah, I'm glad Drapion outspeeds Garchomp, which it definitely does. Don't question why that happened. It's definitely not that the AI in here has really bad sets, with really bad EV and IV distribution. Don't worry about it. Punchcrow, can you like... Okay, thank you. More like Garbage Chomp, am I right? So true.
Honchkrow has kind of been sucking. Like, Weavile's been doing great, and Honchkrow's been doing real bad, so I hope Honchkrow... Let's go, Honchkrow. Good critical.
It's just
that wasn't even a...
That
was like a 1 in 4 critical.
Less, because it... Oh, no, you are running Scope Lens and Super Luck, huh?
I have +2.
No, you're right,
and
yeah.
Night Slash makes it 50-50.
And for Battle Tower, bad IVs, even Battle 25, I think they're okay-ish around here, but they're not, like... I only outsped it because they're not capped out.
Brave Bird, one of them?
Yeah. I'm gonna attack Sceptile. But still, I think Sceptile's the bigger threat.
I think you're gonna take out
Sceptile. Maybe I'm wrong.
If you cross poison, I think you're gonna take it out.
Yeah. Let's go Honchkrow, the next Let's Go game. I can't wait for Let's Go Murkrow and Let's Go Delibird.
Oh, this one is actually good. Okay.
You said you were gonna do it between battles.
I lied. Eusine is from Celadon City, and apparently, in canon, Celadon City's water is polluted, and he's chasing after Suicune, and Suicune can purify water.
Your
That's pretty
Honchko's
good.
gonna...
I like that one.
Yeah, okay, I thought... Your Honchko died either way right there, huh?
Yeah,
Whether it
this is
hit or
like,
not.
we also win.
No, but I mean, like, whether it hit itself in confusion or whether it attacked, your Honchko just, like, looked back at you with a tear in its eye and knew its fate was sealed.
N isn't a Zoroark, but Zoroark is his dad. Okay,
No.
now we're getting into the real theories that are...
Can you do me a favor? Can you just press Control W real quick?
It won't work. I have it open on my laptop and it's a Mac. Control W doesn't do anything.
Okay. Can you fold it? Fold it over.
Okay, there's a theory about autistic Red, which would make sense why he only says ...
Yeah, all the autistic
But,
people I've
no.
ever met just say ... That's so true. That's so
They
true.
just
That's
say ...
so true.
Where are you from? Yes? No.
Is Garchomp being a meta force? Yeah. I don't. It's kind of nice to see other Pokemon get a chance. Garchomp's still good to this day, for what it's worth. Although Orpheus only plays VGC, which only has like 4 Pokemon in it. 3 of them are Urshifu.
Weezing and Regigigas.
Poor Regigigas is banned from the current regulation.
That's rude. You know what I found out? I was doing like I said yesterday, I was doing some Pokemon Showdown battling because I was bored. I found out Unburden is banned, which is so weird. Like, why would they ban Unburden? I'm taking out Infernape.
I'm Earthquaking. What do you mean Unburden is banned? You're not
Like,
you're
you
not taking
can't-
out Infernape, by the way.
The ability Unburden is banned. You can't give it to a Pokemon.
That's
At
not-
least in the tier I was playing.
What? Yeah, what tier were you playing? Because that's such a vague thing for you to say.
I don't remember. It was like one of the bottom tiers, like the less used Pokemon, because I thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
But Unburden was... So I was gonna do give a Driftblim a Focus Sash, and then have Unburden. So it survives the first hit and then outspeeds and kills the Pokemon. I thought that would be fun, but Unburden was banned, so I couldn't do it.
No, you may actually be right. You might not be talking out of your ass. On account of the fact that Hitmonlee doesn't run Unburden anymore in low tiers. Interesting. I didn't know Unburden was banned.
I'm sorry. I'm not talking out of my ass. What are you on about?
I just said you're not. What do you want from me?
You sound so surprised.
It just didn't sound like a thing that was true.
I'm gonna Sucker Punch Infernape.
Oh, that's so smart.
Are you patronizing me?
No, like genuinely, I forgot you had it because you never use it because you always die before you have a chance.
Chat, I thought she was being sarcastic right there. I thought she was like, "Oh, that's so smart."
No, it's just like, oh yeah, okay, fair play. Because I was worried about Infernape taking me out before we got a chance to do anything with it.
No, not all legendaries are banned. Aren't the legendary birds and beasts and
No,
Regis?
no legendaries in Regulation H. None.
I remember the last VGC season they let you use like one Uber on your team or something, right?
That's most VGC seasons. This is the first time they've not done it. They've done this, and it's really funny because
I don't really know anything about VGC.
Well, competitive players are annoyed because apparently this is like the most fun VGC's been in ages, and casual players are like, "Hey, we were right all along." Legendaries are bad.
How dare they change the rules? Oh.
All right, you just Brave Bird Victory Bell, I guess.
Yeah, I will.
Well, they're more just annoyed that the casual players have been right for for years. about one thing, for what it's worth. Casual players are usually
Why do people
not.
never talk about how good the OSTs are in Coliseum and Sun and Moon? Nobody talks about the Sun and Moon OST. That's a banger.
Nobody really talks about Pokemon music. I'm gonna be real.
Okay, nobody talks about Gen 7 at all, but they were cooking with the Sun and Moon music. They did a good job with that.
The legendary birds and bees. Well, those don't exist, otherwise you'd be able to breed them. That's why I can't breed legendaries. There's no legendary bee Pokemon. Oh hey, speaking of Hitmonlee. Hey guys, it's me, Hitmonlee. How are you doing? Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm dead, because I have like 30 defense. I tried.
Oh, it's Hitmonlee. It's Hitmonlee, the kicking fiend. My friend and I figured out why Ash is still 10 years old, and the post just says Everstone. Good one. That's a really good one, actually.
Wow, in 2.5 hours of browsing through theories, you found one that made me laugh.
Wait, in the anime, you just touch the Everstone, your Pokemon's fucked. Like, you just never evolve forever, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's what happened to Piplup, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to Piplup. I do like the idea that Piplup can
That's a
use
Pikachu!
Bide to keep itself from evolving. Holy shit. It's like this costume is a grown-up beauty. Aren't Pokefans like all kids?
Children?
Like, isn't that the point? No, the class isn't the class Poke Kid?
I think it is, yeah.
Then no, I don't believe you. If you're literally your title is Poke Kid, then no.
That's a tiny child!
Poke Kid! What do you mean? Inside this thing is a grown-up beauty. It's like not. It's objectively not.
That tiny child got a Walrein. Honchkro's already dead, honestly. He regrets coming to the function.
This is where we Sucker Punch to do some damage before I die. Actually, I'll probably outspeed Walrein.
Yeah, I think did we focus down Walrein? No, Aerodactyl's gonna be a problem for
no, we
Weavile too.
focus on Aerodactyl.
Yeah, I'm gonna Ice Fang Aerodactyl. That should allow Weavile to take it out. He liked my idea. Rare AI L?
What did it do?
He used Ice Fang and missed. That's...
Let's go. Yeah, someone made like a
I mean, you're still dead. You died.
A really exaggerated post about what Ekin spells when you spell it backwards.
What are you browsing? r// the shittest Pokemon posts that have ever been made by anyone.
No, I'm scrolling past the really bad ones. Trust me.
Yeah, Marco, Orpheus is jingling keys.
I mean, maybe I'll calm down after what I'm gonna do later after this.
That won't help me.
The Master Ball is a very cruel and unethical way to catch Pokemon.
That's true.
What?
Because they don't get a choice in it. Whereas it's implied
Team
that every
Rainbow Rocket Giovanni has a Diglett and a Master Ball?
No, he has a Dugtrio, but okay.
Wait a second. Don't Pokemon never get a choice?
No,
because they always try to escape the Pokeball.
This is why Pokeballs that have different effects rarely appear in the anime, is because, like, the way that they work kind of implies it's like, oh, this gives the Pokemon less of a decision when it comes to being caught. Like, the Great Ball is more likely to sway them.
Also, if they used other types of Pokeballs, they wouldn't be able to go, Pokeball, go! And that's the most important part.
Do they even say that? Like, honestly. Oh, Curse is really bad.
Wait. This is the best theory ever. Scarlet and Violet will be a meta commentary on the state of the franchise. They were, but not in the way this person was expecting.
Doesn't Walrein have Ice Body?
I think it can have Thick Fat as well. Nope. Never mind.
Right, we have
because why wouldn't it?
We have to crit this if it's going to keep setting up curses.
Okay, I will Night Slash because it's a 50% chance.
I will Cross Poison because it's got a chance to at least poison as well as high crit. Didn't get it. I mean, this Walrein's not going to sweep us, but there's a Pokemon behind it, and that's more what I'm worried about here. I don't want to use up all of our resources on Walrein.
Why is this the second? Why is this the second post I've seen that involves Getsus doing it with a Pokemon?
Because you've browsed so very much and learned so very little.
I haven't even gotten 100 posts now.
This is probably the hardest challenge run I've ever done.
This is harder than Synchronize only.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when are you finishing that?
Never.
Oh, okay.
The people don't want me to finish. You don't want that. You don't want me to finish it. It wasn't good.
The biggest Pokemon mystery is the swimmer who's like, if I'm wearing a bikini, where do I keep my Pokeballs?
Yeah, that's the...
Woman's secret. Where does she keep them? No one knows. We'll never know. Where does she keep them?
Chat, please send help.
Uh-oh. I was expecting it to kill itself with Fearless.
Slug
her booty hole. I don't think that's where she keeps them. No, Orpheus, I'm just not reading your messages.
I don't think that's why Orpheus says we need to get the worm out of your brain.
No, he said he's getting assassinated by me after the stream. He's not. I'm not reading his messages. That's why I'm ignoring them.
Do you think this Arcanine can survive our onslaught of Ice Shard and
It can't survive
and
Hail.
Hail and its only move being Flare Blitz? Do you think it's got this?
What if it's got a Bright Powder?
It would still die
And
to
it
Hail.
also has Magic Guard. That's its ability.
I mean, it does have Flash Fire. Like, it at the very least did not have Intimidate. For once.
Oh my god, something didn't have Intimidate. That's crazy. That's crazy.
If we lose in, like, Battle 48, and it's because Marco's reading conspiracy theories, this is the last
What do you
Battle
mean?
Tower stream.
What do you mean, why wild Pokemon battle trainers? They're wild! That's why! Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. Alright.
Alright, we're 4/7 of the way through! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I found a post, and it's the following topics are now mercilessly banned.
Only
What do you
21
think
battles
they are?
left. I don't want to know.
Just guess. At least one.
I don't want to know. The fact that everything you've read out so far has been allowed, I don't want to know what's banned.
Okay, here are things that are banned. Ash's Age.
Okay.
The Pokemon War. Ditto/Mew. We fucking know. Names of Pokemon and Ash in a coma. That's what's banned.
What do you mean names of Pokemon?
Like, Golduck is actually
Oh my god.
supposed to be Psyduck's name because it's a gold duck. Or whatever. I'm going to do it.
I mean, Golbat isn't gold.
Yeah, actually, you're right about that one. The Rotom bike doesn't really need to recharge. The boost is just artificially limited so Macrocosmos can sell you upgrades. I believe that.
Holy shit! Who are these people that are posting these things? Nobody cares! This is like worst shower thoughts. Oh my god, that is absolute nothing. That is net zero influence on my life. That means absolutely nothing to anything.
Hey, but how do we attack these Pokemon?
I'm Ice Fang and Dragonite.
I will Night/Dragonite. I'm scared of Dragonite. Never mind. Never mind, again. Shuppet aren't dead Castform, they're dead Rotom. Shuppet is just Rotom.
Mods ban, Marco. What's annoying is you probably can't even hit Crobat with Sucker Punch next turn to take it out, because it'll probably just use Hypnosis again.
It'll miss again, though.
It's very hopeful of you. You didn't crit? Damn. Krill issue. Oh, I'd rather focus on Lapras anyway, to be fair.
Shinies are a result of genetic mutation from domestic Pokemon breeding. Why can't they be wild, then?
Stop reading them.
If that were true, then you could pass on shininess by breeding in games other than Gen 2. Where it's not fucking intended. Oh my god.
Lapras probably can't be crit.
These are like fucking AI generated. They're so stupid.
Yeah.
Theory, there will be 2 more Reggie Titans released for Sinnoh remakes in 2021. Holy shit, they were right.
What are we doing on this turn? Do you wanna?
I'll Night Slash Lapras.
I was
and you.
Okay, I was gonna actually suggest that you Sucker Punch Crobat. Have you already put your move in?
Yeah, but I'm more scared of Lapras. I think
Okay.
it's probably gonna Ice Beam me
Yes,
if I don't kill it.
I outspeed Lapras, whereas you would have been able to kill Crobat with Sucker Punch, so we wouldn't have taken damage.
What's poison enough for cross poison? 30%?
I don't know. I think so. It's usually 30% on poison moves.
I asked her a Pokemon question and she said she doesn't know. That's a new one.
Well, I don't know the poison chance on cross poison now. I said I think it's 30%. I'll look.
It's probably it's like always 30%. It's probably 30%.
Yeah, because poison's not so great. No, it's only 10% actually.
Wow, that was so that was even more unlikely.
Yeah. Ah well, you're dead now. Honchcrow's not allowed to win a single battle ever.
Why does Mewtwo have a Mega Stone? It actually has 2 Mega Stones. So you're wrong.
Have you ever seen the animated flip note video where the guy's talking to his therapist about how he's struggling with his girlfriend and she says that she loves him and he just doesn't feel anything? And then the therapist cuts him off and says, "Oh my god, I don't fucking care." I'm just wondering. That's me to all of these people's theories.
Okay.
Gang,
I mean,
what
I
if
could not
Mewtwo?
care that you don't care.
What if Mewtwo used to work in McDonald's?
Some of these are about that stupid. Like I'm not even reading the stupid one.
You are.
No. I'm scrolling past the stupid ones. Trust me.
What are Megastones made out of again? They're designed to look like marbles, which I think is cool, but what they're actually made out of is the meteorite that it depends actually.
The Anastar Town thing, right?
Yeah, there's it depends. Sometimes they're made out of the meteorite that Deoxys arrived in, and sometimes they're made out of the Anastar Town thing.
You know what I've always wondered? This isn't even a Pokemon conspiracy theory. This is just something I've always wondered. What's the deal with the train station in X and Y, where it has the message on the timetable? What's the deal with that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In X and Y, on the back of one of the timetables, there's
Oh, there is. There's like a message from one person to
I'm
another.
going to go for help. Wait in the usual place. What does that mean? Who wrote that? What's the deal with that?
Okay, Flygon
That's
usually
weird.
has a Yachi Berry, so we probably want to double into it.
Yeah, let's do it. But like, what is that? That's so curious.
I don't know. X and Y were not finished.
True. They should have made a Pokemon Z.
Did you win yet? Mav, we are all losing.
Oh man, we are not even close. We're struggling along
We are
here.
all losers this day.
How long have we been going for? Oh, 3 hours? Wow. I'm glad we started early, because otherwise I'd be leaving right now.
You only have 1 more hour? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do 20 battles in an hour.
If we need to, I can push back my plans.
Yeah, I hope if we make it to like battle
Not a
46
lot.
and you're like, oh, I got, like, I would hope you'd be able to do like 3 more. If we
Well,
can.
yeah. I'll play it by ear. This is not like set in stone
Hey,
plans.
that's me!
Oh, snappers.
That's
This
okay.
is like Earthquake Central right here.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect. I'll just Night Slash.
Night Slash?
No, I'll Brave Bird.
Yeah.
No, I'll Night Slash.
Night Slash? Really? You'll die.
I'll do something.
Or rather, you won't do much damage.
Would I do much damage with Sucker Punch?
Wait, Slug, did the mob accidentally put 3k in your bank account? Wait, hold on. What happened there?
Oh, yeah, how did you get that money? Are you getting scammed? You might be getting scammed. We usually use an Earthquake Spammer and a Flying type, or an Earthquake Spammer and a Levitator.
In this instance, it was just that Honchkrow was good, we were going to use it, and Drapion was one of the only things that could Earthquake.
No, it's that we wanted to use Drapion, and that Honchkrow was the only thing that could survive.
We didn't pick either of them because of wanting to use Earthquake, though, is my point.
I think that was what swayed us towards choosing them.
Our only option for Earthquake was Drapion or Sharpedo as well. And, you know...
I think it's funny that Sharpedo can even learn Earthquake. Like, why?
Sharpedo's got... Did you not can't learn Shadow Ball?
No.
Like, at all. Never. It never has gone there. Okay, you easily take out Sceptile, and I think I just Earthquake here. Kill Drapion after Sceptile's down.
Uh-oh.
Sceptile outspeeds Weave... Wait, what? Really?
It might be a max speed Sceptile. My Weavile is adamant and not jolly.
Why would it get Shadow... Does Sharpedo not just look like something that would get Shadow Ball? I mean, Teddiursa gets Shadow Ball. What do you want from me? Like... Game Freak, what are you after here? Sharpedo just looks like one of the many things that should just get Shadow Ball. It's just an odd omission from its moveset.
It's a dark type.
Mega Sceptile was the first Grass Dragon, yeah. Goodbye, Weavile. I didn't think you would die, I thought you would outspeed Sceptile. What's Sceptile's speed stat, actually? It's faster than I'm giving it credit for here, isn't it? Like, it was the fastest Grass type at the time, I'm pretty sure.
Sceptile's base speed
120.
is...
Oh, Weavile should outspeed, so yeah, it is max speed Sceptile. I was wondering if it was maybe like 129 or something.
What's Weavile's?
125. That one I remember.
Okay, so it's outspeeding me, probably because it has a plus speed nature.
Sorry, is there a reason you're Canadian?
I'm not Canadian.
Outspeeding?
Okay, so that time it was a bit. And a lot of the time when I say that, it's a bit. But sometimes I say it by accident. Just because I said it as a bit so much that sometimes I just accidentally pronounce the words like a Canadian.
Is there a Pokemon without arms who has Shadow Ball? Shop it. Ghastly. Spinarak.
That has arms.
Are those arms?
The little legs. They're appendages. Ghastly is nothing, it's just a ball. Ghastly is the Shadow Ball.
It's the I Promi thing you talked about? Yeah, that's true. What?
I Promi.
Stop throwing pseudos at me!
Wait. How does how does Ghastly use the elemental punches? Do you think it just like launches itself at the Pokemon?
Yeah, it is the fist.
Or do you think it's like Shadow Punch? It summons like a ghost fist and punches them with it.
It can't learn Shadow Punch.
No, but like that's how Shadow Punch works.
Okay, so I obviously Ice Fang Salamence.
I'm birding Venusaur.
You're serious?
I have nothing for Salamence.
Okay. I don't think you'll take out Venusaur because of the Intimidate from Salamence.
I think
maybe I might still
take out Salamence.
No, okay, I didn't think I would.
I was convinced that would kill.
No,
frankly.
I didn't think it would because of the intent.
I was so convinced that I didn't attack Salamence.
That would have been good on you because you still would have had Sucker Punch.
I can Sucker Punch it next turn.
Yeah, but now you don't. Oh no, I was gonna say now you don't need to, but no, it's still outspeed you. Never mind. Yeah, and this should kill Venusaur. Yeah, okay.
Ghastly should take recoil damage from elemental punches. Wait, Orpheus is cooking. Hold on.
Ghastly should have Iron Fist.
Iron Fist Ghastly would go hard.
Okay, if you're Sucker Punching Salamence, then I'll Earthquake, yeah. I think that Hitmonchan should have its own version of Iron Fist. That is like a 1.5 times boost. No, like
what's Iron Fist? A
1.2.
2 times boost? Yeah.
Yeah, like Hitmonchan, like he should at least be good at punching, but he's worse than Hitmonlee with the punching moves, and that's just not right.
Okay, I've always thought of it as like Hitmonlee actually uses its legs to do like Thunder Punch and Ice Punch and Fire Punch. You know?
Horrific visual, but okay, I can...
It's the kicking fiend. It doesn't punch things.
But it lands Blaze Kick and Fire Punch. What's different about the two?
One is with its left foot and one is with its right foot.
You just had to have a Sugar Berry. I don't even think I would have taken it out because of the Intimidate. Looks like it was a range.
I wish Hitmontop wasn't so...
No way! Does this man
I've
have...
got Weavile. It's
Oh,
fine.
oh, yeah, true. Still, those Salamence and Garchomp? I'm still Ice Fanging just in case it's the Sandville Bright Powder one. I want to make sure it goes down.
No, we gotta get
cool.
rid of this thing. Otherwise, we're
Yeah.
dead. Like, one Garchomp Earthquake would sweep our entire team.
Absolutely. Like, I was just worried that you would miss, and it's like, I gotta go for it. Even though I won't take out Manectric now, it's whatever. Manectric's not going to. Manectric and Garchomp really is just like, don't talk to me or my dog ever again. Like, one of them's
Don't
more
talk to me or my son.
You know, Manectric, do you think that's gonna help you? You should flex by just killing it with Ice Shard.
Zoroark and N be like, don't talk to me or my son ever again.
That's not a thing.
No, it's not. But it's such a bad theory that I think it's funny.
That one's like it's not the worst, right? There's some bad theories out there, but like, what is that one? Also, why did this?
I love N so much.
Oh, you didn't Ice
N
Shard?
is such a good character.
You didn't feel like it?
Ugh. Ugh.
No, no Ice Sharding today.
I thought you were. I thought I would let you have this kill. You know.
Oh, thanks. I get most of them, but okay. Because you know, Honchkrow tends to just die.
Wow. It does kind of.
Yeah.
Who is the dog of the two? Manectric. He got that dog in him.
Got that dog in him. Actually, are they in the same egg group?
I don't know. Probably not.
They might both be in field, right? I
I think Garchomp is in the dragon one.
Yeah, but they're in twos, in dragon and field. No, dragon and monster. That makes sense.
Monster.
And Manectric is just in field, right?
Shoutouts to
Yeah.
Mega Manectric being surprisingly good. Are you sure about that?
Shout out to Mega Manectric being a haircut.
Mega Ampharos, it grows hair. Mega Manectric gets cut. Pokemon conspiracy theory. Mega Ampharos is stored in its hair. Like how pee is stored in the balls.
I don't know if that one's true.
What do you mean? That one's true.
Do you hear it, like, sloshing around?
Yeah, you're a woman. You wouldn't understand.
Oh god, Porygon 2 with super luck! It's gonna get a crit on every move!
Porygon 2 just sweeps us. Crits every move.
I don't really... Okay, we focused on Gyarados, right? Like, as much as Porygon 2 is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen 3 critical hits in a row with normal odds happen before in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
So, Porygon 2 happened in a speedrun. I lost the speedrun to getting 3 critical hits in a row.
Gyarados has 81 base speed. How slow is your Honchkrow?
This is a max speed Honchkrow. I mean, it doesn't have a plus speed nature.
Oh, right. I'm running plus speed on my Drapion. That explains a lot. On the plus side, you can... Well, okay, use Sucker Punch to kill the Gyarados, because otherwise, you know, it's gonna kill you.
A Ploygoner? What? What is that?
Hey, Hebs, are you, you okay?
Are you sure you...
A Ploygoner.
Do you need, like, Grammarly? Grammarly to check your spelling?
Also, I love how you crit with Sucker Punch, but not with Night Slash.
I mean, it was 1 in 4 to crit with Sucker Punch.
Oh, it's gonna sweep us with Super Luck Charge Beams. It's so Jover for us.
I mean, I am dead to this. Watch it get the special attack increase.
It's 70%, to be fair.
Yeah, but, like... We never get good luck.
Well, I'll be paralyzed
So.
as well. That'll be the ice gonna kick.
Is it weird that I like Porygon 2 more than Porygon Z?
No, it's got a very different aesthetic to it, you know? There's
I wish I
definitely...
could just, like, use a Porygon 2 and not evolve it.
You can.
I mean, you can, but it's like, what's the point?
It's better defensively than Porygon Z.
Yeah, but... You... Okay, so, like, if I did, I would give it an Eviolite, and then it's already better defensively, so, like, what?
But you had a Charge Beam, but...
Okay. That was a little bit of a weird...
I am very confused.
I feel like if I were actually using it, I would want to use Porygon Z. Let's go!
Like,
Karma! Fuck you!
We're just like, no, please, you can't freeze my Porygon 2, he's my favorite little guy!
Okay. Well, now we're both paralyzed, so that's cool.
I'm so confused by that move.
Well, now I don't need to worry about trying to take out Quagsire, because it's kind of immobilized right now.
Yeah, and this should take out Jolteon. Like, I don't care how Earthquake's being split into or whatever, Jolteon is Jolteon. I should have been Drapion Adamant.
Dude, you shouldn't have said anything. This is what happens when you say something. Well, now you can Earthquake, and I'll just Ice Punch Jolteon, and then whatever doesn't survive will die.
Okay.
Oh
Never
no,
mind.
double kick.
Never mind, you're gone. You're dead.
Wow, that dealt more damage than I was expecting it to do.
It's 4 times effective. Is this a physical Jolteon?
Yeah, but it's double kick on Jolteon.
Is this a physical Jolteon?
Ooh, I hope so.
Does it have, like, double kick Thunderfang? Champion, come
Wait,
on.
let me look it up. Hold on, let me look it up.
Okay.
Champion, you got this. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT.
Drapion is the GOAT.
Goateon.
I actually should probably switch Drapion out, huh? I don't want Porygon 2 getting a bunch of Charge Beam boosts.
Alright, you ready? You ready for this Jolteon? You're not ready, I promise.
Okay.
Jolteon with a Razor Claw.
Oh, okay.
Its moves are double kick.
Thunderwave.
Its second move is Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Its third move is... You want to guess?
Thunderfang.
Discharge.
What? It's mixed?
And its fourth move is Dig. It is plus attack and plus special attack with a hardy nature.
I can't believe we're gonna, like, come down to a close battle against that.
That is an AI generated Jolteon.
We might lose. Like, not even kidding.
I think Porygon 2 wins I think Absol wins the Absol Porygon 2 match here. But if Porygon 2 has, like,
it didn't get a special attack boost. It didn't get the special attack boost.
Porygon 2
We're
should
thriving.
have Signal Beam, in which case you might be dead.
No, it didn't get the special attack boost. We're thriving. Boom. Absol probably just one-shots anyway.
Oh, you have superpower?
Yeah.
We're so fine.
Come on, get a
We're
crit.
chilling.
Get a crit, Absol. Go on, get a crit. Get a crit.
You don't even need a crit. This kills. There's no way.
You can get a crit. Help me
This
sleep
does
at night.
not survive.
Okay.
Shoutouts to Snarl. Actual weirdest history of a TM.
Icy
And a
Wind, but
Pokemon
it's
game.
only available through an event from a previous generation. Love it.
And the event didn't even happen. The event was unreleased.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist.
Our foul trickery deserves contempt. Hey, we're using dark types. Oh, hey.
That was literally just because they wanted to find more stuff to do with the key system in the Unova games, like the thing where you could
Yeah,
connect two DSs together.
the transfer capsule thing, yeah.
They made easy mode.
Skull Kid Jonas and Ace Trainer Macy. It bothers me that school children are like good enough to be at this level, you know?
I mean, we're school children. We're 10 years old.
We're not 10 years old. It's nothing. That's
The
the thing.
Pokemon protagonists, yeah, they're 10 years old.
That's the thing in the anime only.
No, they're like, aren't they supposed to be 10 or 12 or something like that?
They're 11 in the Generation 1 games. I don't know if we have an age for
Okay,
Gen 2.
I feel like we should focus on Ursaring.
I'm earthquaking.
Okay, then I'll Brave Bird Ursaring.
Yeah.
Because like the Black 2 and White 2 protagonists are supposed to be older than the rest of the protagonists, and they're 16.
They're not 16,
So-
are they?
Yeah, they're 16. I think canonically. They're either 16 or 14.
I thought they were 14. I just looked up Hilda and I got like some blue-haired girl. Hilda Pokemon.
No, Black 2
14.
and White 2.
Oh, Black 2, White 2? Well, still.
Unknown.
Hilda and
Okay,
Hilbert are-
thanks, Bulbapedia.
Hilda and Hilbert are 14. I think they're the ones you were thinking of. I don't remember getting an age for Nate and Rosa.
I think Nate and Rosa are supposed to be also older
They look older.
than yeah. Well, yeah. But I think they're like canonically they actually are. I don't remember what the
Wait, I was obviously looking away. Ampharos had a sugar berry, right? Like, Drapping's not that bad.
Hugh is 12? Maybe they're not older. He's 12 in Adventures.
Okay, but Ampharos had a sugar berry, right?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I was busy looking up how old Nate and Rosa are.
I was doing the same. I don't know why we both did it.
I feel like Hugh has got to be... Can we talk about Hugh's jacket?
No.
Like, he's got the most insane turtleneck of all time, which means either... I can't stop picturing it as, like, his neck is just, like, stupidly long.
Okay, Unite
Like,
slash I
Look
Earthquake.
at his X Transceiver sprite.
I know
it's
I'm
crazy.
very familiar with what Hugh looks like. Oh my god, quick claws looking. No, not like this. Oh, okay.
I just used curse. His neck's gotta be like fucking a foot long under there. What the hell?
Jimmy, what number?
His
We're on
shoulders-
9.
His shoulders are so low and his head is so high. I'm so confused.
Yeah, we're on Jimmy 9. Don't you
Okay,
dare, so
but like
precious
the
baby.
mom,
It has
though?
Jane, it has to go. This is battle 33. We can't lose now just because we're up against an Ampharos.
Who is more mommy? The Generation 5 player character's mother or Melanie from Sword and Shield?
Can I have a different co-streamer?
I thought you were gonna ask if you could pick a different character. And I was like, oh, who are you picking?
Oh god,
Alright, well,
you've
I can
corrupted
get rid of
Orpheus.
Slowking
Even
now.
Orpheus is like, oh, I have Melanie. Oh, gee.
You can't blame Orpheus for that though.
I can blame Orpheus.
You can't. No, you can't.
Ah, Shuckle.
Can we talk about how Trace is the weirdest character ever?
No. There's not really much to
Okay,
say.
I guess we won't.
Double Quick Claw proc?
Yeah, because he's like irrelevant as fuck.
No
and
way.
Has nothing to do.
No, wait, is this how
No.
we lose? Is it happening again?
We lose to Quick Claw Slowking,
We lost to Quick
Ayo.
Claw last time.
but the Slowking's in Torrent. It's gonna kill us.
That's not a thing. You know that's not a thing.
Yeah, I know that's not a thing.
I actually don't know what... If this thing starts, like, setting up in some way?
How do you feel about the Gen 6 rivals?
You can they are one of the easiest ways to see that Gen 6 was rushed. Okay, Shuckle does nothing to me. I was worried it was gonna...
I agree.
Oh, I bet it has Toxic, but I can't use it. Okay, we're fine then.
Like, they're all like not fleshed out. Like the whole thing about Trevor competing with you for who can fill out the Pokédex faster, that just
Uh-oh.
eventually becomes meaningless and doesn't have anything.
Wait.
Shauna like is implied to
Wait.
have feelings for the player character, but like that's never addressed at any point.
I think it just became
Tierno
very
is like
dead.
the most pointless character of all time, and then the other player character is just like
Okay.
nothing.
I was worried about that Shuckle for nothing. It just used Power Trick and ended itself.
We win these.
We win these. Definitely, definitely. I mean, all
Who
things
is your favorite?
I
Who's
don't...
your favorite rival character?
Barry.
Barry's a good choice.
I'm sorry, Jane. It
I'm
had
a
to be
berry
done.
fan.
What's your record for these? We've won before. Like, we've won with a
Wait
few
a second.
times.
We've won with Wooder, Dragon, and
We've not won with Dragon. We've not done
flying.
Dragon.
Psychic,
Psychic.
and flying. We just used Psychic Dragon types. It's pinned in the Pokemon channel in the official Guinea Lottie Discord.
That Discord server?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, I need to get better at plugging that, honestly, because there's many reasons to be there, including figuring out when I'm live and catching up with
I can Brave Bird Ludicolo.
Yep. I can...
Should I do that, or should we focus on Blastoise?
Do you think you'll one-shot it? You will. I'm gonna cross Poison Blastoise then. Yeah, I think you'll one-shot it.
I would say it's likely. Okay, do you want to hear my hot take on who my favorite rival character is?
Probably not. Your hot takes are kind of bad.
Okay. You actually, I don't think this one might not be a hot take. It's Bianca.
No, that's a hot take. It's not a terrible one though.
I really like her character. I think she is one of the most like fleshed out characters in any Pokemon game. I really like that. I like that she has a very like extended progression from like having to fight with her dad and being an amateur trainer to eventually becoming Professor Juniper's assistant. I really like that. I think that's awesome.
Can you help me advertise my Discord server?
Yeah, join the Discord server.
Oh, okay. I meant like what else is in there?
Oh, a bunch of stuff.
True. We do community events.
Yeah, we do Terra raid battles.
But there's more than just that.
That's been a lot of them recently.
I know.
Oh, I can get rid of this Abomasnow. Like, I'll die, but I'll also get rid of the Abomasnow.
Yeah. I will trust that you can do that, and I'll keep focusing down Blastoise. I don't think Blastoise now outspeeds you.
It whipped up a hailstorm. When modern friend rivals exist? What?
Like
Ross. What do you mean modern friend rivals?
Maybe.
Who is Ross?
Oh, it did outspeed you, huh? So I should have gone for... Okay.
Who are Ross and Phoebe? Are you... Oh, it's Friends. Like the show. Yeah. I never watched that show. Yeah, I really like Bianca. Bianca's cool.
Okay, Okay, we're not chalked yet, because Weavile can take out Blastoise easily, and then I focused on Abomasnow.
I also like the theme with Sharon and Bianca representing truth versus ideals, which is a very common theme in the Generation 5 games. That's also cool. I think that's fun. And then they actually have like their own... I'm gonna X Scissor Abomasnow.
No, you're gonna kill Blastoise!
Oh, you're right. I am gonna kill Blastoise. With Ice Shard?
No, with Night Slash. You'll outspeed it easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Your whole squad and SV have their own stories. Yeah, but Scarlet and Violet aren't finished, so... Unfortunately.
They're more finished than you're giving them credit for here, in terms of, like, the writing.
Yeah, but Black and White are finished. Like, completely. I don't know.
Drapion?
I'm more interested in the characters in Gen 5, because Gen 5 has better writing.
Yeah, we deserve that.
We did kind of deserve that.
We deserved that. That was earned. That was skill. Okay, you can easily outspeed and one-shot that with Ice Punch.
Yes.
Like, no way you don't. No world in which you fail that. I suppose unless it hits you with Mach
Punch.
Punch.
No, I'm stupid.
I think
I still am faster, so it wouldn't matter if it used Mach Punch. Oh wait, no, I'm not using Ice Shard. I have Ice Shard, but I'm not using it.
Sash
It's got a sash.
Yeah, that's a common
Wait,
one.
what if it's a band?
Doesn't matter. Hails up. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I guess unless it hits you with Drain Punch.
Funnier if it was a focus band.
It'd be nasty if it was Drain Punch, but probably not. It's probably just gonna hit with Spore.
I want to say none of the Brewlooms have Drain Punch, but I could be wrong.
I know it learns it.
Well, you don't have to agree with me that Scarlet and Violet, like Gen 5, has the best writing, but you can't disagree that Scarlet and Violet aren't finished because they're objectively unfinished games. But Gen 5, in my personal opinion,
you don't know the design
finished.
philosophy. Maybe they were like, okay, we're gonna make a game that's different from loads of other games. We're gonna make one that's full of bugs.
Yeah.
We want bugs, we want glitches.
Maybe they intentionally made the game really poorly performing. Maybe that was just a choice. Maybe the lag, maybe you're like supposed to take the opportunity while the game is lagging to pay more attention to your surroundings. See, Orpheus, the problem is that like when you're revenge killing with Weavile, you don't use priority moves because you don't, the other Pokemon aren't low health.
I don't know, Ice Shard on Breloom
But
might
also,
have been...
Weavile's fast, and Honchkrow is bad, so I haven't gotten many chances to use him.
Honchkrow has 125 attack, give it some credit here.
Honchkrow has also been sucking pretty significantly throughout this entire time.
Ice Shard on Breloom might have been the play, just in case it did have Mach Punch, but at the same time, I wasn't going to lose all of my Pokemon to Breloom, so... In that instance, it didn't really matter.
No, I don't think you're insane for liking Scarlet and Violet. Like, that's not weird. I like those games. I just don't think they're... Yeah, I just don't think they're finished.
It's difficult because, like, I like Scarlet Violet. I don't think they're good.
Yeah. Same.
Uh-oh.
I have this internal conflict where I really want to have Scarlet and Violet be my favorite Pokemon games and play them to death and stuff, but they're just so unfinished. Okay. I'm killing Breloom.
I'm gonna Earthquake, because it's probably got a Sash. But it gets a little bit of chip on Whiscash while also getting rid of the actual threat.
I want to... If Scarlet and Violet were finished, and they were the same quality as, like, Gen 5, while also having all of their own, like, content...
They could never have been, though.
They would... Okay, but I just mean the same level of, like, effort put into them as Gen 5.
But, like, in terms of what they were trying to do...
They would be my favorite games.
It was too grand. They wanted to make Breath of the Wild. But you can't do that in 3 years. With a tiny little team like Game Freak has. I'm not saying this is and that's why it's bad, so that means it's okay. No, it's like, so they shouldn't be doing that. They should focus on things they can do.
Yeah, but, like, it's a shame because the reason I'm disappointed in the game is because they gave us a game that shows that so much potential, and then it's not finished, and it's, like, difficult to play, and it's buggy, and it doesn't look great.
You know, I should have brought Cacturn to get this Whiscash. Big flaw in my plan to not bring Cacturn.
To anyone in chat who hasn't played Black and White 2, you should. They're so much better than every other Pokemon game that it's not even much of a competition.
Oh, this is very bad.
This is like death. Like, we lose to this. What should we do? I don't even know what to do.
I'm gonna Superpower Weavile, I think. I hate it, but
Night Slash?
Yeah, you Night Slash... No, Sucker Punch something. Because Weavile probably outspeeds and kills you.
Sucker Punch Weavile.
Oh, okay, in that case I probably didn't need to use Superpower. So I'm just nerfed to hell for no reason for the rest of the fight.
No, I did it just in case.
Okay,
Whoa!
well, yeah, okay, great. I'm super glad I used Superpower then, yeah.
I mean, I was afraid enough of Weavile that this might kill.
Went for me. That's really bad. But it went for me.
This might kill. Yep.
I would have gone for Sucker Punch. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're cooked.
Yeah, we're cooked.
We're cooked.
This is the... Got to gym mate of Black 2 on a plane that my DS side.
It's got Blizzard. No, we're done.
That is shrimply a Krill issue because you didn't save. Why wouldn't you save? You save before and after every gym battle at least. What? That's such a Krill issue.
Damn, if I'd used Sucker Punch, we would have gotten out of this, but I couldn't have known.
We made it pretty far, to be fair. We made it pretty far. This is like one of those, like, funeral processions where you just watch. You just watch yourself.
I mean, it's not over.
I guess I'll Ice Shard the opposing Weavile just in case I can kill it.
Yeah, and then, like, maybe you can freeze Whiscash next turn.
Ooh. Now you're getting into wishful thinking
No, but
territory.
like, none of this is impossible. You're a life orb, actually.
I mean, no, I'm not.
Yeah, you
Am
are.
I? I think I am, actually. Ooh. This has a solid chance of killing me, I think.
No, it doesn't. I've seen your wave outlive brick breaks. It's fine.
If that crit...
But you need to take it out with this ice punch.
I was gonna say, if it crits, I might die.
Like
but I didn't want to say anything.
You need to take it out right now because you only have 3 turns left of Life Orb.
This could be banded and kill me. But it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's a shame. I kind of wanted to see what was last, at least.
There's another Pokemon, too. Like, we never would have won.
Well, if you
Unless the next Pokemon was, like, literally...
If it was any dragon flying type or something...
Hippowdon.
You wouldn't have taken a Hippowdon, but if it had been, like, Salmons or something, you could have taken it.
Nah, maybe. Well, that was decent. I feel like we made it a lot farther than either of us expected Dark to make it.
No, but like that just sucks. I didn't know that Sucker Punch. Like, to be fair, if I'd used Sucker Punch, you wouldn't have crit. I suppose. Like, there was no world in which we got both.
True.
It probably was the play, though.
All right, let me just close my DS. I almost clicked the X on Discord and closed Discord. Anyway, yeah, back to Black 2 and White 2 propaganda.
I didn't even get to say if I wanted to save the battle or not. It just kicks you. That's so rude.
I mean, I closed the game, that's why.
They didn't even let me say. They didn't even let me, like, I was deliberating.
Oh. Anyway, I believe Charlotte Guinea Lottie agrees with me that everybody should play Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah.
Black or White 2.
Absolutely.
They're just such good games. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't appreciate Black and White 2 enough. I really, really liked Gen 5, but I did not appreciate Black and White 2 enough for the improvements they made on Black and White 1. Because they're just... It's like, anything you could identify as a flaw in Black and White 1, they fixed in Black and White 2. So they're just like flawless games, basically.
I don't know if I go that far.
I wouldn't go that far either. I'm kind of kidding, but also I'm kind of not kidding. Like, I think Black and White 2 are the games with the least flaws that they've made out of any of them. I don't know. They're pretty good. What are your thoughts on that?
What an unfortunate loss.
That is an unfortunate loss. I'm a little cut up about that one. As cut up as I can be, considering that I didn't expect to win. How much? What did we do? 34?
34, yeah.
Let me update my pinned message in the Pokemon channel.
Oh.
Are you excited for Dragon?
I'm jolly. So, like, there was no out. If we didn't both, like, if at least one of us had to crit to be able to kill it with 2 Sucker Punches, you know?
Are you excited for Dragon?
Yeah.
Dragon D's nuts across your face. Got him! What were your Pokemon?
Drapion and Absol.
Weavile. Drapion. Absol. Dunzo. Honchkrow is spelled with a K, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what Pokemon spelling often reminds me of is in Mario Odyssey. There's the boss called Harriet, and everybody spells it like the name Harriet, but it only has 1 R.
Because she's a hare?
Yeah, but nobody knows how to spell it, and it's like... extremely common that people misspell it, which is very funny.
I mean, I guess she's the only one who has the pun actually be about the fact she's a rabbit, huh?
Well, there's Topper, which has nothing to do with him being a rabbit. It might be meant to rhyme with Hopper, actually.
Seems it was just because he had top hats.
I think that's the reason.
So,
I mean, they could have just named him Top, but I don't think they would have done that.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
we should rate out, right? I guess.
Topper, I hardly know her. No, we're not doing another one. I have an obligation in like an hour.
Marco always makes plans on Battle Tower nights.
I didn't make a plan on Battle Tower night. I made a plan for after Battle Tower because I knew we weren't going to be going for that long.
I mean, we were not finishing 15 battles in the next half an hour, I would just like to say.
Okay, then I would have postponed a little bit, but not. See, what I did was I was like, I can probably make it by 6th, but I might need to push back a little bit, you know? That's what I told the person with whom I am obligated.
You can just call it a date. You don't need to elaborate any further.
It's not a date, though.
But, like, you don't need to make it sound like it's a government meeting.
It's not a government meeting. We're just gonna, hang out. Do homework together. We're gonna do homework together.
This is what I mean when I say you can just call it a date if you don't want to arouse suspicion with it.
No, we are gonna do homework together.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's why we're doing homework together, and then afterward we're gonna do that thing that I mentioned we're gonna do.
Right, well I'm starting the raid. Who the hell is Sophia wears glasses? Okay, for what it's worth, she is live right now.
Alright, well, see you later, chat. Follow twitch.tv/GuineaLottie and join the official Guinea Lottie Discord to talk more about today's Battle Tower stream.
Oh, do we have a raid message? Or do we just use the classic?
Weavile is the goat. Weavile is the goat.
Do we just use the classic we blended and drank her?
Can I suggest the raid message of everyone just post Guinea 18 Lotad?
I'll copy whatever the first person does.
I actually like I could be down with we blended and drank her. Anyway,
that's my usual one. I'm starting the raid.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm starting the raid.
I'm gonna go because I have to start getting ready. See you later.
Farewell,
Goodbye,
Marco.
chat.
Goodbye.
See you in the next Battle Tower stream, which will be soon. I promise.
Soon.
We promise.
Next week,
We're
definitely.
finishing by the end of the year. We have to.
Absolutely.
All right.
We're no raid. We're just a Lotad on either side. That works. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say apart from like Marco's gone. Yeah, Marco's gone. Thank y'all for being here. This was the longest stream of my life. And say hi to Sophia. Obviously, you don't need to stick around for the raid, but I appreciate if you do, because it's nice to say hi. She is doing Weekend DA's Shiny Hunting Kartana 2 times over odds, so come hang out with. And then she adds herself in her own title, just in case you didn't know where you were. Yeah, thank you for being here. Hope you had a decent time. Hope you at least didn't... imposter syndrome and all that. Well, bye.